I'll stick a pony in my pocket.
Do you want to fuck a kid?
Because if you want the best smut, but you don't ask questions, then brother, I'm your man.
Because where we've come from is a mystery. I've got a child in this video and she's only 3.
You may be wondering why I'm so extra energised at the moment, Freddie.
I am. It's annoying me. You have boundless energy and I need it to stop.
Yeah, well, it's not going to, thanks to our friends at Holy Energy. They've sent us a load of their flavour sachets for their energy drink, and I've been absolutely loving them. I've been tanning them before the gym. I've been feeling dead good. They're like energy drinks without all the usual crap you get inside them. No sugar and taurine. Because if you're drinking that sort of stuff and sitting down at your computer all day, you are going to get heart failure. And heart failure, is it fun, Freddie?
It's not. So what's in them instead?
Instead, it is loads of other stuff. There's loads of vitamins and nutrients and nootropics. And yeah, they're good for you.
Is it expensive?
It might be if you weren't our mates.
But you are our mates, so it's cheap. You get a discount code. I'll tell you what it is, right? A starter set, which includes the cup and the 7 different flavourings, that's usually $19.99. But you can get a £5 off with the code DMT5 by adding that at checkout, or you can visit our special link, uk.weareholy.com/Dead Men Talking, and the code will already be applied for you.
Yeah, the Deco company, like, the products are awesome, so get on there, get involved, and yeah, enjoy some holy energy. This episode is brought to you by Fradame. Thank you very much to Fradame, our new sponsors. They've sent us loads of their dead cool clothes that we've been enjoying.
I'm loving this at the moment. I've got myself a really nice hoodie on. I've got myself some nice joggy bottoms. They're genuinely really comfortable, and I don't like wearing like hoodies that are way too big or way too small. And so it's really nice to get one that just fits you just right.
Yeah, they're good. I've properly been, if you've seen me in the last week, you've seen me in all in Fradame. Since they sent us them, I've just not been out of it. Proper high quality stuff, dead and nice looking. Just feels nice, everything in it. Everything's really comfortable.
It's washed dead well. To be fair, it's washed dead well. And usually we get sponsors on here and we have to go, oh, this is really good. Look at this shitty thing. But these are dead nice. Go and check them out. You can go over to their website, fradame.co.uk. That's fradime.co.uk. Or check them out on Instagram at fradame.uk. There's loads of brilliant stuff. One of their outfits was recently featured on British GQ. Yeah. You're going to love it. Check them out.
It's all good. Just buy some stuff at random and you will definitely look better than you do now. I've seen you lot.
Warning. The following podcast contains extreme language and themes and is not suitable for all audiences.
Hello and welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Rob Mulholland, and him, a disgusting fat cunt. Also in the corner, we've got little not gay Tom. How is everyone?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm bringing my trademark energy.
All right, go. Brilliant. Just shut it down instantly.
Yeah.
As we start today.
I always think to myself, do you know what? This won't be too bad. And then we start,
This
and I'm
won't
like,
be too bad.
I can't be arsed with it. It's just the idea of talking consecutively for over 60 minutes is horrible.
Yeah, what an incredibly difficult job we do.
Speaking of which, I'm on tour at the end of the year.
I just realised you're dressed as Run DMC today.
Yeah, it doesn't run DMC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Run DMC's Eastern European equivalent, I think, is what it looks like. It looks like, you know, when you start GTA 4 and you haven't unlocked the shop yet.
I don't give a shit.
It's Nikolai Belly over here, if you remember the name of the character.
I
That's
do,
a lot of
from
fun.
GTA 4.
Bellich, yes,
Well,
that's
it's
the correct
interesting
one.
that you're talking about GTA.
He's segueing already.
Yes.
Right.
Because I don't want any more mean comments about my outfit. I can't take it.
Stop wearing shit outfits then.
What do you mean shit outfits? This is fucking nice.
Yeah, in the 80s.
Oh, fuck off, mister. I wear the same fucking weird, crappy Nike trainers to every recording. No.
Got different trainers on today, actually.
Those are the ones that you wear.
That's the ones he was talking about.
The shit ones that look like Timberlands from a distance, but they're not.
Not Timberland.
They look
These
like
are Nike.
I know. But like I'm slightly with Tom in the my only issue with your jumper is the optical illusion created by the stripes being that low make you look even fatter and slobbier. It just really stretches out the top of you into a bigger blobbier shape.
Well, what I'll do is I'll fold my arms so the stripes are vertical, thus negating the effect.
I've got a very funny photo I took the other night on the Isle of Man where you bent down. I was really high. I'd eaten an edible after I'd been on, and it was after the show. And Freddie was bent over tying his shoes, and he was wearing the same jumper, and it created a really weird optical illusion where you couldn't tell where his arms started. And I just laughed at that to myself for like 10 minutes. But then I was going to post it, but I was like, I think I'm just really high. So we'll put it on screen now, and then people can see it. There we go. But I think it's genuinely very funny. I've looked at it again since, and it is funny.
Yeah, we had a nice time on the Isle of Man.
Did actually really enjoyed the Isle of Man. Like my favourite bit was when the storm was going mental.
Yeah,
we went down the seafront on our way home. It was
I've seen
fucking
that on
wild.
the social media.
Yeah.
Mate, the flight there was rough. The
baby!
landing was insane.
It's the plane is just doing that.
It was
It's because you were sat on the side.
It was
No, it wasn't just that. It was me, him, and Nick Page, who is like a giant of a man as well.
Yeah, he's built like a boulder.
Yeah, he's a farmer. He's got that sort of body.
He's built like, do you remember the Pokemon Golem?
Exactly, yeah. So it's us
solid.
three in a row of EasyJet seats on one
And also
side.
as well, Nick was not loving it, was he?
Nah.
Because he was right and he could see how much we were tilting. It was a nasty fucking landing.
Yeah, it was like you looked out the window and it's like ground, cloud, ground, cloud.
Anyway, right, back to GTA.
Yeah.
So I've been really struggling recently with not drinking. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane to me that I'm 5.5 months in now and I'm climbing the fucking wall still. Like, I can't get it out of my system.
Yeah, because you didn't replace it with anything. You just stopped drinking and then didn't do anything.
This is it.
Yeah.
So, replacing it with something. So
Uh-huh.
I've tried everything. Well, I've tried some things.
Yeah.
Well, I've tried one or two things.
Yeah. And after the child porn didn't do it, he moved on.
Well, I haven't really tried anything.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things,
I put in zero effort.
I'm way
and had
closer.
no rewards.
I'm actually, forget about I've tried everything. I'm actually way closer to I've tried nothing. I'm way close to that extreme.
Yeah.
So,
You've been on a pasta making course. That's what you've done.
For 2 hours.
4.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
So, I've tried getting more into cooking, and it's all right, 50-50.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a dishwasher, so, that's a problem. I've tried chess.
What a fucking
I
wild swing.
used to play lots of chess, right?
Yeah.
But I've tried weed.
Like, this will be the buzz I need.
I've tried weed and I'm getting back into it,
Yeah.
but it's never my go-to. It's never been my go-to like booze has been,
Uh-huh.
right? And what I will do is I'll get high and I'll play chess, but the problem with that is that I'll not be as good as it as I usually am, and it frustrates the hell out of me.
How do you get worse at it when you're stoned? That's wild.
Because I play blitz.
Right.
So blitz is when you've got like a timer, you've got
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a 3-minute timer.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm
will
there,
be an
and I'm
issue.
there looking at a porn for like 2.5 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh dear.
Yeah, that's me in every exam I did at school. There was always be a bit where I realised I'd just been staring at a wall for 40 minutes and be like, fuck!
So
Do you get better at chess if you were stoned?
I get better at like strategy and stuff like that. I'm like, I focus better on things, like if I'm a little bit stoned.
I am the
Right.
total opposite. I can't do anything. I can't follow a film if I'm stoned.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
You do become a little mess.
I struggle
handle my
having a
business.
conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really, really bad at it.
To be fair, like shout out Green Angel, they got me there the other week. I had one of their biggest boy edibles, and like I had to just. There was a point where I realised I just had to sit quietly until my missus went to bed because I couldn't talk anymore. I was just there, like I was having a great time, but I was just like, if she says anything to me, I'm fucked. I was like, I can't reply. But like most of the time, I just handle it, Like,
So I decided in my latest escapade.
let's see what the latest hijinks from this big fat cunt are.
I'm going to
Dang,
travel.
dang, dang,
I've just-
dang, dang, dang.
I've decided I'm going to be traveling the world in 80 days.
I'm gonna build a flying machine that will make man soar into the sky.
There isn't enough helium in the world.
Imagine how many balloons he'd need to up himself.
So I've decided to dust off my PlayStation 4.
Right.
So I switched it on,
Mm-hmm.
and I had some games left over from last time,
Right.
but none of them took my fancy.
Uh-huh.
So I have Cuphead,
Yeah.
which is a little
Side-scrolling 2D game, really good.
too hard.
It is too hard. Like it's really intense, but like they hand drew and animated all the things. It's gorgeous, but it's so hard.
It's really hard, and I don't have the wherewithal to.
It's based on like old arcade games that were rock solid.
If
So like
you-
you got to get really good at
If
it.
you were a fan of gaming, I could see why
Exactly.
you would look at that challenge and be like, "This is amazing."
Yeah.
But for me, somebody who wants to try and introduce themselves to it, the difficulty's just
I'm with you, mate. I stopped because I used to be like, I was one of those like I'd be like rage quitting games when I was a kid, and I'd be like getting furious when I was like a teenager. I don't play games that make me more angry than when I started. Now that's my rule.
So,
if I turn a game off and I'm pissed off, it's not going back on.
FIFA does that.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped playing FIFA.
So I stopped playing FIFA as well
because it's shit now.
It's shit. It's all about microtransactions and spending money. And
I ain't
stuff.
doing that. I'm a career mode guy.
I've bought the game. Right?
Yes.
The game belongs to me. And so, therefore, I find it fucking baffling that I have to pay extra money to play with certain players that you've made that I can't have.
Yeah.
Are you what?
Also,
why?
I don't want to play with I don't want to play with all those stupid fucking teams. I don't want my team to be like, I've got 1994 Paul Ince and he's playing with Zico.
But nowadays,
I do like that, but on the new one,
they've put women in.
And
that made
I know
furious.
it's unrealistic that I'm playing with Pele and Messi up front.
Oh, but a vagina is
but
the thing that'll stop you.
It's even more unrealistic
You're
that this
ruining
woman
my
is better
immersion.
than Pele.
That's pathetic.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Absolutely
I agree.
pathetic.
I am wrong,
Yeah.
but I still don't want to do it.
Yeah. My thing with it is like I'm playing computer games to stop me gambling. Can you not make it a gambling?
So I'm not about that. So I've ditched that. Another game that I have was GTA 4.
Yeah,
and
classic.
I cannot get into it because I need a game to tell me what to do. I can't have this
open world.
So I tried once playing a game. I think it was called Fallout. Right?
Yeah. Which one though? They're all very different. Some of them are brilliant, and some of them are dog shit.
I don't know, but anyway, I remember getting this suit on. It might have been BioShock. I remember getting this suit on, this big fucking suit.
Robot suit with a machine gun.
Yeah.
This sounds like Fallout 4, which is a shit game.
Okay, so anyway.
Because you immediately get this mech suit and you like just shoot loads of people.
Yeah.
Crap.
So anyway, right?
Fallout 4 could suck my dick. Fallout 3 and Vegas are amazing.
I'd shot some people, and then I'd gone back to this camp, and then they'd gone, right, you've got to build some beds for all
This is Fallout 4.
You've got to build all these beds. And I was like, right, okay. They went, you've got to find some scrap metal to build some beds. And so I'm walking around finding some scrap metal. And then I thought to myself, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I don't care at all. I can give a fuck.
Fallout 4 is all like that. It's boring as fuck.
Why don't you sleep on the floor, you fucking povs?
It's the apocalypse. Like, there's fucking zombie dogs trying to attack us. How about I shoot them?
Yeah.
And you make yourself a fucking sleeping bag.
You make a bed. That sounds like a you thing to be able to do.
There's bombed out houses everywhere. Just go find a bed.
Anyway.
It's fucking shit.
So I was not about that. And then there's another game that I downloaded, really trying to, and this was the last iteration of me trying to get into games, The Last of Us.
Oh,
I
mate.
love The Last of Us.
Don't start
I know
me on
you
this.
hate it. I love it.
Mate,
Now-
I really recently played this. I didn't play it when it first came out. I played it like 2 months ago. So it's like fresh in my mind.
Here was my progression of playing The Last of Us.
Yeah.
First hour. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Oh wow, this
The
looks
opening
cool.
scene's incredible.
Yeah, this is good. Oh, sneaking around. Anything else? Nope. Sneaking around. Okay. Still sneaking. Sneaking about.
It's
sneaky sneak.
Literally, the whole game is find a ladder, go into this room, and then when you're in there are 3 men in there and loads of boxes for you to hide behind. Sneak past them.
Yeah.
And it's just the same setup over and over and over. And like none of it's like skill based. It's just sometimes you have to do something 3 times to see which way they're going to come in.
Yeah,
and it's like it's like the gameplay has not aged well. I wish I'd just watched the TV show.
I wasn't.
The TV show is very
so
good as
after
well.
2 hours, I was like, this is literally just sneaking about.
hated it,
and I got
mate.
bored of it.
Yeah.
So this time, I was like, I'm determined to like something. I'm determined. So
Should have downloaded one of those like hentai games where you try and make a child come with a tentacle. You would have fucking loved it.
It's not a million miles off. So what I did was I thought whatever was the best game of last year, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
According to who?
The internet.
Right.
So
Classic. Last year was an incredible year for games, actually, as well. So vintage year.
And I have landed on Harry Potter.
Apparently very good. Not for me, but apparently very good.
No. I don't think that is the prevailing opinion, actually.
And
Tom.
here's the thing.
Like, I've got a mate who's like too into games. He's got like a gaming room, which is insane. He's got like every console ever made, and it's stupid. And he reckons it's one of the best games I've ever played. I'm not going to play it because I'm not gay, but he reckons it's really good.
So
Which house are you in?
I haven't got that far
You
yet.
fucking
So,
homo.
so I actually.
This is so pathetic.
So I actually.
It's got to be Hufflepuff.
Are you? Are you a 12-year-old Japanese girl? Well, he is on the internet, I suppose.
So it took me.
Hurrah! Do you like hash brown? That's you on the internet trying to groom a kid.
I mean. I can't even say it.
Hang on, are you that guy from last week who was pretending to be chicken nuggets?
So, it took me a very long time to get through the tutorial. It took me more times than I would care to admit to kill some guards that were set up specifically for me to kill. And I'm not even at the point where the sorting hat comes yet.
What made you choose it?
Because it was the biggest selling one of last year, so I just
Biggest
Well,
selling?
that's
Yeah,
'cause
because
it's
it's a
got
Harry
Harry Potter
Potter
in the
game, you
name.
fucking
but I
moron.
also thought right. So don't get me wrong. I had
A lot of 12-year-olds are into this. It's like going, what music shall I get into? What BTS? They're very popular.
So don't get me wrong. I had a degree of trepidation when I was going into it because I actively don't like Harry Potter.
Also,
All games by the sound of it.
also, doesn't this like breach your bail conditions, being on an online game for children?
So, well, I hadn't thought about that. I didn't realise that it was online until just now. Is it
I
online?
think there's an online bit of it. Yeah,
Oh.
it's like a massive MMO
Most
RPG,
games are
I
online
think
now,
is. Yeah.
aren't they?
So, but I thought to myself, I need something basic to get me in because I know that if there's any challenge at all, I'm just gonna fucking lose
Zelda
it.
is what you need. You need the latest Zelda.
You know what you
that'd do
actually
it.
need? It sounds shit, but it's actually really good. That game where you play as a cat. It's called Stray.
It's pretty good.
It is good.
It's
fun.
it's
and it's
okay.
simple and easy
It is
to play.
chill. It's a nice, relaxing
No,
time.
I think you would enjoy it.
but what sounds better? Like blasting fucking cunts with spells or like rooting through a bin.
Look at
Do
him
you know
try
what I
and
mean?
make Harry Potter sound hard. It's so pathetic. I'd rather cut me knob off than play a Harry Potter game, you little fucking quim. I'm like blasting people with spells. I'm like, Expelliarmus! Manly!
I also
Pathetic. It is absolutely pathetic.
I also
Like, if you like Harry Potter, by the way, kill yourself.
I also came up with a problem quite early doors, and that
Uh-huh.
was my character creation
Yeah.
because again, this is all new to me. So
Yeah.
the fact that there's 1,000 different face shape types, like I don't.
No matter
care.
what, you couldn't change yours from Hagrid.
It's like all these face shapes, and not one of them's almond.
So my problem was they made me pick a character name.
Did they have a head fatness slider?
They made,
100.
Yeah. Head fatness 100, arse flatness 100, neck ripple 100.
they had me pick a character name, first name and surname, and I really wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah.
But I thought.
You've got loads of names.
But I thought it won't be that much of an issue. Turns out it comes up in every dialogue box.
Of course it does. That's how people talk.
Well, I regret calling my character Mr. Wizard.
You're a professional comedian. And the most creative name you could come up with was Mr. Wizard.
You are the most uncreative person I have ever met. You have a creative job.
You didn't even give him a
Mr.
Christian
Wizard.
name. Mr.
Mr. Wizard, like wizard is his surname. So his dad was a wizard. His granddad was a wizard before him.
Nominative determinism, mate.
Mr. Wizard. Oh, fucking hell. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I'll let you know which house I choose.
Yeah, like I look for Slytherin obviously is what you should have. It's the evil one.
Okay, I'll have Slytherin then.
Yeah. That's where all the big fat rapists are. That'll slot in nicely.
Hmm.
That's an absolutely ridiculous and pathetic choice. You've done really badly. Like, genuinely, last year was an amazing year for games, and you should have looked at, like,
Well, I can
reviews
get-
rather than
I
sales.
can get more than one.
Yeah, get another
There was
one
another
isn't
one that I was looking at called Ghost of Shushimushi or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, it's a Japanese.
Some
isn't it?
Japanese fucking thing.
Also, maybe get a
But
PS5.
it was
Fucking
all.
treat yourself,
It was
you
all.
pleb.
It was all stealth and stuff, and I was like, I don't.
I
not-
like
I'm-
stealth games.
I'm not really a stealth guy that much, to be honest with you. I play I loved the original Metal Gear Solid when you could hide in boxes, but that's about it. Like, I'm not. It's stressing again. Stressful.
I
Stealth.
like the Hitman games. The Hitman game's good.
I would
Yeah,
have
I do want to
liked
play
those.
Hitman. Like, it looks good.
The
Like,
Hitman game is good because you have one level, but there's like a million ways to complete
Yeah.
it. and it's really it's
Yeah,
good.
I don't know if you'd like it, Freddie, because it's about being creative, whereas you just probably walk up, shoot them in the face, and walk away.
Yeah, but he's called Hitman, so
Yeah, you'd be called
He's
Mr.
not,
Hitman.
He's called
Give him his
Agent
full
47.
title.
is he?
Yeah, he's not
You've
called.
lost-
He's
you've-
not called Hitman.
No, when he gets to the creation screen, he will be.
Yeah.
Well, what would you have called a wizard?
Well, I'm playing.
What would you have called him?
I'm-
Rob the Wizard?
Yes,
I would
that's what
probably
I would have
leave
gone with.
the word wizard out of
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
would've just-
implied wizard.
Yeah.
Would
No,
you
I'm
have called
currently.
it so I
I'm
didn't,
playing-
I didn't want to call it Freddy Quinne, did
I'm
I?
playing
Well,
Baldur's.
welcome to Hogwarts, Freddy Quinne.
That is better than Mr. Wizard. But like, I'm playing Baldur's Gate with my mates at the moment, like, and I don't give a fuck. It's too much for me. It's too intensely like.
What's Baldur's Gate?
It's D&D, but a computer
What's
game.
D&D?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
But it's a computer game.
So that's the roll the dice.
Yeah.
You're in a dark room.
And like, so like, my mates are like super nerds, and they're like way more into it than me. I can't like. It's really detailed.
No, your friends,
Yeah.
nerds.
Sam Gore is I'm talking about. He is like he knows every fucking potion and shit, and I can't keep up with it. So I tried to make the stupidest character I could to ruin it for everyone. So I chose the weakest, shittest character that has no abilities. I just chose a little gnome.
Producer Tom.
Yeah. It's called Not Gay Tom. Yeah.
Computer skills 0.
My character's called Barry Giggletits.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've just been ruining for. I keep killing major characters when people aren't looking and just really pissing them off. I keep ruining bits of the story by doing stuff I'm not meant to. Like we're in this city and I just kept stealing things until they all attacked us and killed us. It's just dead fun because like Sam keeps getting really angry. It's like that's not how you're meant to play it. I killed the dog. I killed like this beautiful mythical creature. I just keep killing everything. It's like, but we needed that. And I'm like, well, it's dead now. So
I played a Football Manager Network game once where my manager name was a gorilla, just because it comes up so often. So it was, a gorilla has taken over Manchester United.
that's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
But Mr.
Wizard has taken over Manchester United.
Mr. Wizard.
Mr. Manager.
Mr. Football Manager. It's like an American talking to anyone with a job. Hello, Mr. President. Hello, Mr.
It's genuinely
You
unbelievable.
really struggled to think of a second example then,
There
didn't
are
you?
other ones, but
You
I've
went
forgotten.
Mr. President really quick, and then you went Mr. and then you thought,
I think
shit.
they're all political, though.
They are all political.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comptroller. That's the one that always makes me laugh. When they've got,
Yeah.
That's a genuine title of a job in America, a comptroller.
Just calling anyone by the job like hello, Senator, or hello, officer. It's weird. Just why do I say it?
I don't know if it's weird to say hello, officer. Because you can't go, now they're bacon, can you? So you got to mitigate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I...
Mr. Wizard.
What?
What do you mean, what?
What?
It's
It
incredibly
had,
uncreative.
it had to be called something.
Like, I would always, like,
You're panicking. You got all the time in the
you
world.
could literally pause, go make a cup of tea, have a think about it.
It took me over 20 minutes to come up with Mr. Wizard.
Are you fucking shitting me?
No.
I assumed it
That's
came
why
up, you went, oh, fuck it, Mr. Wizard.
That's why the tutorial took me over an hour.
You took 20 minutes
Yeah,
to come up with Mr. What were the options you didn't choose? That's what I want to know. What did you rule out in that 20 minutes of thought?
Mr. Baker? No, that won't work.
Mrs. Wizard? No.
No.
So I didn't-
Magic Lad?
I would have preferred Magic Boy.
Mr. Spellman?
Harry Potter? No, that's taken.
I did actually think Harry Potter.
I want to play as Harry Potter.
So I thought.
I would have assumed you would have just gone like, oh, my character's called Joseph Fritzl or something like that, you know?
So I thought.
I had a guy in FIFA called Joseph Fritzl. Got banned.
So I thought Freddie Quinne first, and then I was like,
Yeah,
no,
good,
you can't.
no.
You can't. Name
You can
yourself.
do that. You can do that. That's what I
No,
do on
but it
Football
just
Manager. I just
feels-
do me because
Yeah,
then I'm like, I'm the manager.
Well, on Football Manager, usually I do my real name, but on this one, you can give yourself an eye patch, so I've got an eye patch.
Look, I've got my name, but I am also a black guy with a bright blue afro. So, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have an afro.
You got an afro.
It's not realistic, is it?
What?
Having a black guy as a manager. And it's a
I'm not-
serious problem,
Yeah.
and there should be more representation in football leagues.
I'm not in the top flight, so, you know.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
there's more representation lower down the leagues.
Is
you know.
there?
Yeah,
There you
there
go.
is. Yeah. Let's steer out of this skit.
Speaking of black people, what?
What do you mean, what?
I was going to say, have you seen that video of Drake?
He keeps trying to talk to me about Drake's dick, and it's like he's
so
so
big.
gay.
It's so big.
You're so
It's
gay.
so
You
big.
are weirdly obsessed with very big dicks.
It's
He
not
talks
weird,
about
he's
Daddy
gay.
D's dick a lot.
Yeah.
It's so big. Drake's dick is enormous.
Yeah.
It was one of those dicks where, like, the video was him just led on a bed, like fucking wanking his dick like that. But you know when it's so big that there's absolutely no, like, it was just like flopping about like that. Yeah, like a fucking water snake.
I think it makes it worse. This is a point I
You
stand
need a
by.
bit of hardness. You need a bit of rigidity to the cock.
Not my point. You fucking homo.
That's what Goodwin was saying when she was here.
Yeah, because you both love big cocks. What I was going to say is makes him being a bit of a nonce way worse if you've got a big dick.
Oh, is he a bit of a nonce?
He is a bit. It's like it's one of those where like he started seeing this dancer who'd been on tour with him for a couple of years as soon as she turned 18, and there was stuff like he took her out to
Well,
a
she
restaurant
ain't,
by
she
herself.
ain't dancing no more.
Yeah, it's all
Not
like
even sitting.
there's a lot of stuff where it's like, you know, teenage girls where it's like very borderline, where it's like, And like, if you're going to be a nonce, at least, you know, have a little dick, be nice about it. It's like Brock Lesnar being a rapist. It's like, you're Brock Lesnar, it's unfair.
Is Brock Lesnar a rapist now?
A bit of a rapist, yeah. He's been like deleted from all the WWF stuff. I don't know exactly what he's done, but for the WWF to go, nah, that guy's too much.
Have you seen what Vince McMahon's been doing?
Oh yeah, he's a bad man.
He's been shitting on a woman's head.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
yeah, he shot on a woman's head.
Yeah.
It's like Hitler was into that as well, and John McAfee. Those are your three big scats.
Yeah, there was
Guys.
some messages that he was sending to this woman where he was basically going out or seeing this woman, but then also just pimping her out to everyone and like getting turned on by like loads of people shagging her all the time.
Oh.
And he's
She's a
shat
big
on her head.
cock. Yeah,
He shat on her head.
yeah.
And now he's left the WWE.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Where you're like, if your fetishes are spiraled that much, you just need to pump the brakes a bit. I think like that is a man who's been getting exactly what he wanted for fucking 30 years, and he's run out of ideas. If you're like, I'll have 8 people shag you, then I'll shit on you. It's gone too far. You got to wind it back, you know.
Yeah.
A lot like wrestling.
What?
A lot like wrestling. That
Yeah.
went a bit far and just got stupid.
Yeah, but they've wound it back now. Apparently, it's very good again.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, it's wrestling though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
shit. Also, if you like wrestling as an adult man, then
pretty pathetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
That's probably going to be the next thing I'm going to download.
yeah.
Say hello to Mr. Wrestler. WWE champion, baby.
hey, there'll be men with the tops off in that as well. You like that?
I've been playing Red Dead 1. That's on the PS4. It's dead good.
I tried Red Dead Redemption before. It was just dicking about with a horse.
Red
too
Dead
much.
1 is less of that. It's a bit more punchy.
This is
than
it. So I
2.
didn't want. I mean, this is.
I
Part,
love 2. It's my favourite game of
This
all
is
time.
the part of the reason that I chose that Harry Potter thing. I thought
Harry
well,
Potter is an open world game.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
I thought you can't get out of Hogwarts, can you? There's only
I think
limited
you
amount of.
probably can. And
Right,
also,
well,
like,
this
a lot
is-
of it is exploring that whole thing, and
This
it's
is
an open
going to
world
be.
game.
This is going to be a problem for me then.
Yeah, you need like on the rails games that tell you exactly what to do, innit?
Yeah.
Have you
yeah,
tried
yeah.
Super Mario 3?
Yes.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it
and
is.
it's just you go in a line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was also thinking about Tekken.
Right.
Fighting.
Yeah, but how long is that going to sustain you for?
Well, this is
it
one
gets
of the-
very boring.
This is
doesn't
one of the
it?
problems, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the issues that I've been having.
The Abe's Odyssey games are very good.
They
You
are
like them.
fucking
They're
sick.
linear as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there'll be loads of fucking people right now screaming, shouting because they listen to this and they're like,
Yeah.
"No, I think you'll find that the best game
You
of
should
20."
play blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I know,
Yeah, well,
fucking
feel free
dogs.
to tell me in the comments and I won't read them.
Yeah. Send them to Freddie's Instagram DMs.
No,
He loves it when you do that.
No,
He loves
no.
getting DMs off
Right,
you
let's
guys.
pod in it as well.
Yeah, he
Copy
loves that. Make sure you start with Let's Pod and then finish with a picture of your dick.
We've had a little break, haven't we? Because we recorded a couple last week.
Yeah, because like Garrett was here, and we'll do an episode with Garrett.
So
when he's
I've
here.
got loads of stuff that I want to talk about.
Right, let's fucking go.
I also, as well, am still getting hate from people for making jokes about the king having cancer.
Yeah.
Still, people are upset.
Well, if he
about
doesn't
that.
want people making jokes about having cancer, try not having cancer, you stupid cancer-riddled cunt. Have you thought about that, maybe?
So many
It's
people.
Like,
awful.
I have 0 jokes about my cancer because I don't have it. My bum is fine.
And if you are going to have cancer, don't have the funniest one.
I know, especially when you got fingers that big. It looks like you've given yourself cancer with a pokey bum wank.
And your brother's a nonce.
Your brother's a nonce, you've got a cancerous bum, and your wife's dead, you stupid cunt.
Much like O.J. Simpson's wife, he's also got bum cancer as well.
Has O.J. Simpson got bum cancer?
He's got bum cancer as well.
Ah, always happens to the nicest people, isn't it? Yeah. But it is mad how many people have been like, you can't joke about the king having cancer. It's like, yeah, Will.
Yeah. Comedians need to punch up. Okay, not like that.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It's fucking pathetic. And there's loads of people going, cancer is never funny.
You're-
Yeah, well, not
oh,
when you say it.
oh, do you know-
It's well funny when I do jokes about it.
Oh, the bit as well where they go, the king won't see your hilarious tweet about cancer, but your next door neighbour or friend or mum or dad, they will.
Yeah,
Of course,
well-
that's what I'm aiming the joke at.
Yeah.
Also, they're not the king, and also, the king might see my tweets. I'm doing pretty well, just because you've got no followers, bitch.
Yeah, if the king has cancer, the bit that you focus on is the king, not the cancer bit.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It's like
the king has bum cancer. If you
Also-
can't get any joy out of that, what's the point in having a king?
Also as well, the king has spent.
That's what they're for.
That's the most the king has given us since being the king.
Genuinely,
Have
the
you-
amount of money I pay for that cunt, I will laugh at his bum all I want.
Have you heard about all the stuff that the king's doing with regards to the land grabs and stuff from people?
I
who-
like loads of stuff with the Dutch. He's like fucking.
Yeah,
terrible.
it's horrible. And
Yeah,
also
yeah.
as well, he won't be fucking going through the same NHS shithole surgery
Yeah,
that
exactly.
we're going through. It's not like the king's going to ring NHS 111 and gonna have just shat a fucking blood clot. Do you know what I mean?
I shut a blood clot, man.
Oh, go on! You
It's
don't
me.
know!
The king of the Caribbean.
Hear me now!
Hear me now, my bum is painful.
I got that.
Wind me batty down and plop it on the table so you can have a little look at me cancer in me bum now.
This sounds like Kane Brown's podcast. This is...
Hit me with the chemo now.
What do you think, Uncle Percy? What's the deal? So yeah, it's not like he's going through that same shit. So he can fuck off as far as
Yeah,
I'm
I
concerned.
don't care. Like, I
But-
would like the royal family to die.
Something else that I think is even funnier. I don't know why I'm pointing. at
Funnier
you.
than the king having bum cancer.
Yeah, right. Was Lawrence Fox losing his court case?
Oh, right. Yeah, I've only half seen this.
So Lawrence Fox,
Yeah.
basically, he got done in court for calling two like trans drag queen or something. They called them paedophiles,
Right.
and he's been found guilty of slander or whatever.
Yeah.
But he hit back and said that they called him racist.
Yeah.
And he was like, how do you even define racism? Oh, you can't even define it. And they threw it out, right?
And then they defined it.
So
Also,
this...
but the thing is, you really can define being
It's
a paedophile.
So,
Yeah.
That's
so,
his problem.
So
And you
this,
can really define being a racist.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
so this is a story from somebody who was in... This is one of the women that was like in the lawsuit.
Right.
And she's telling her account of how ridiculous the trial got.
Yeah.
And it made me laugh so much about the lengths that this man would go to prove himself right.
Yeah.
You said, I think you said,
Yes.
he came to court and performed the haka, the
Yeah.
original Maori
He did it twice.
war dance.
Yes.
Why?
This was during a cross-examination.
I'm not racist.
Twice. Is he doing it? Is he doing it at the start of every day?
Well, just
Does
listen.
everyone have to stand respectfully and
Just-
wait for him to finish?
Just listen.
Regarding taking the knee, and he was talking about meaningless kind of gestures in sport and how taking the knee shouldn't, somebody shouldn't take the knee. Instead, they should be aggressive, and then he just went on and performed the haka. I mean, he was asked at one point, do you think it's ever okay for somebody to say, I hate black people? And he said, well, it depends. And he was asked to elaborate, to which he said, well, it's okay to say I hate black people if I've just been gagged by a bunch of Ugandans.
Whoa! No, it's not, Lawrence. That's not how anything works. You can't. I'm sorry about your Ugandan gang rape, but you can't extrapolate that out to all other black people. What about like Malians and Zambians?
Who's getting gang raped by a bunch of Ugandans and walking away and going, I hate black people.
I hate those bloody black people for raping me in the bum.
What a bizarre.
You're allowed, in that scenario, you are allowed to hate one specific group of black people. I would argue it's not their blackness that is the problem, it's the gang rape.
Or what he was wearing.
Yeah. What was
can-
Lawrence Fox
I can
wearing? That's a
honestly-
very good point.
I
Very
would-
good point, Tom.
I would have paid so much to be in that courtroom and watch him go, well, it depends if you were gang raped by a bunch of Ugandans. And
I love it. Like, because he's such a smug cunt. He definitely will have dropped this, like, just made an excellent point.
yeah.
What if you were gang raped by Ugandans?
Imagine hearing that sentence come out of your mouth.
Yeah, and then you just be like, silence.
What if
Fuck, if you gang raped by a bunch of Ugandans. So, like, you get gang raped by Ugandans, and then you hate Usain Bolt and Lizo Nzimba and Trevor McDonald.
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela.
Simon from Corrie.
Simon
Simon from Blue.
Yeah.
Lot of Simons.
Lucas Radabay. It's crazy.
Well,
that's not okay.
Well, carry on.
Oh my God, what a mad spastic.
And the intake of breath from everybody in court was just like, I mean, this guy is digging himself a hole.
He's in court trying to prove he's not racist as well, and then he's dropped that. I'm not racist. What if you were gang raped by Ugandans? I rest my case.
Were you gang raped by Ugandans?
Weirdly
yes,
specific.
But they were all white.
How did he know they were all Ugandan?
I mean-
as well, were they like raping him on a national holiday or something?
That's like the national anthem as they were doing it.
I mean, the worst thing about being gang raped by Ugandans is that you try and run away, but they always catch you up. Doesn't matter how far you run, they've just got more in the tank.
So, yeah, you don't want to be gang raped by a group with that level of stamina. A lot of fast twitch muscle.
Gang rape by Jamaicans, sure, because that's quick.
It's quick. It's going to be intense, but it'll be over fast.
Yeah.
That is the worst 10 seconds of your life.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. But at least it's done quickly, you know.
Whereas getting gang raped by the Ethiopians, they just eat you out.
Fucking hell.
He did the hacker. I mean, I'm just trying to imagine, what were people doing?
I mean, I'm on trial there as well, right? You know, this is before I went to give my evidence, and the judges sat right in front of me, and I'm trying my best not to laugh. I'm just trying to keep a straight face as much as possible, which is very difficult at times. But
Does he know the hacker?
I mean, was he doing the hacker properly, or was it a parody of the hacker?
it was a parody of the hacker, which I daren't.
Hang on, how does she know it was a parody? Is she an
Like-
expert on the hacker?
I reckon if you watch Lawrence Fox do the hacker, you could work it out.
Well, put it this way: you knew that
Hobbida,
you knew that we were doing a parody of the hacker, and you don't know the hacker.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah. I think
I think we
if
need a hacker expert in.
If we saw this, I've watched a couple of games of rugby. I've seen the hacker happen, right? I reckon if I watched Lawrence Fox's one, I'd be like, that's not it.
Yeah.
Still, it's evidence. We need to get a hacker expert in my opinion.
Right, we need a Tongan in here.
Yeah.
Now, there are also different types of hacker. Like the different islands have different variations on it. Like the New Zealand one isn't the same as the Fiji one and the Tonga one. And stuff.
Can I use this? Oh, I don't. Oh, fuck it. I think the hacker's shit and overrated.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid.
I don't think it's that scary.
Everyone talks about how it's a spine-tingling, fucking really amazing moment in sport. It's not. It's grown men looking like fucking toddlers.
There was a controversy a few years ago because the England team stood still and smiled or something like that while they were doing it, rather than like backing off to show respect.
Yeah.
It was like that was a big controversy. Rugby is so gay. That's your controversy. You fucking chino wearing cunts.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they stood there disrespectfully whilst I did my waggly tongue dance. Fucking grow up.
That's another thing. If it was called the waggly tongue dance,
Yeah.
nobody.
No one would be scared of it.
If it was called stompy shouty face.
There's too many jazz hands for an intimidating war dance.
How do got that?
It's like the one step away from going.
What's the English equivalent of the hacker if we started doing the hacker in sport?
We'd sing Sweet Caroline and throw a patio chair at him. We'd stick a flare up our ass, do a key, and then we'd be ready to go.
Right, do the rest of this. so we
Oh,
can-
God.
Repeat, because it just it was just an uneducated interpretation of a tribal dance. Let's put it that way.
Can you imagine, though, if you're in a court case watching him do that, when she's like, going to go, you're a bit nervous, you got to go give your evidence next. Like, oh, what if he, like, really, like, sets it up so I can't answer this? And you watch him do the hacker, you're like, I'm going to win.
yeah.
Can you
All I've
imagine?
got to do is not do the hacker.
Yeah. Can you imagine being Lawrence Fox's lawyer, watching that, like, oh, he's doing the hacker again? I told him after the first time, it's twice is the most mental bit. Like, doing it once is inexcusable, but twice?
Yeah.
You're like, that first hacker really got him. I reckon I'll drop another one. It's like, what is he?
Maybe what it was, when people say a joke and no one laughs, and they think, oh, maybe nobody heard the joke. I'm going to say it again
It's
to make
never
sure
that,
someone
though.
heard.
People have
He
always
didn't- He
heard.
thought no one had noticed his hacker.
Whilst he was on trial in the witness stand with the whole court having legally to pay attention to him.
He was like, no one's taking my point. Maybe I'll just do it again to emphasise it.
Is this on? Gang raped by Ugandans.
On trial as well. On trial as well for racism.
To prove he's not a racist. Bear in mind, he brought the countersuit. He is like, it is outrageous that this person called me a racist. And to prove it, gang rape and a hacker. He is a fucking moron. Like, I don't give a fuck which side of the political divide you are on. The guy is dumb and embarrassing.
Yeah, he's the stupidest kind of person. Because
A woman? No, he'd hate that.
the stupidest kind of person is those people that believe that intellectually they are incredibly smart,
Yeah.
but are actually thick as pig shit.
And they're on both sides. On the left, they have like loads of like super scientific terms for every different type of slight attraction to anything. They're the exact same thing as on the other side. They sort of pretend they're professors and they're like Socrates.
I'll tell you what it is. The thickest people are the bottom set in the private school.
Yes,
That's what it is.
Yeah,
the bottom set in a public school know a state school.
Yeah.
They know full well that they're thick as pig
They get
shit
told every day.
because everybody around them goes, "You're thick as pig shit."
Go fucking work in a builder's yard, you thick. And then they end up becoming a bricklayer and earning 200 grand a year.
But these people are just as stupid.
Yeah. But they're told they're excellent.
Some cunt told them Latin at one point, and they kind of picked it up.
That's
And
it.
now-
They think, well, at least I'm not as stupid as the state school.
Yeah.
And they are stupider.
And they go as well, but because this the understanding and the self-awareness to know that you're thick makes you smarter than these people.
And those people have more like the people who went to a state school that are thick pick up life skills and they learn like those sort of things. They learn other skills. They have like a lot to offer.
Yeah.
Unlike someone who is thick in a private school who's just fucking useless.
Who do you think is the cleverest out of us three?
Me by a mile.
I think we all think we're the cleverest.
Maybe.
But
yeah.
I think, I don't.
I think
agree.
look, the thing is I've got a lot of like raw computing power. Like IQ tests I smash, I like come really high, but it's practically useless. It's like having a car with a really big engine with no wheels. I can't put it down.
It would depend on the task.
Yeah.
Which would depend.
If it was find 3 items and leave the house, I'm losing by a mile.
If it was something about building something or making something, you would win.
Yeah.
I think you're a very good debater,
Yeah.
but only off the cuff. If you had to plan a debate,
I'm used to I'm planning anything, but I'm good at riffing, you know.
You're
Gift of the gab.
You're not actually a good debater. What you are is incredibly shouty.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
the
just
same thing.
No, it isn't.
Look at every debate through history. Why do you think men have dominated women for years? Because we shout over them with bad ideas.
Oh yeah, women don't shout. No, heaven forbid.
They've started in the last 50 years since we let them. Since we stopped
Since we stopped hitting them.
hitting them, they've got real mouthy.
Freddie,
Now, for a hacker.
do you think you're the cleverest of the three of us?
I think that there's way more situations that I'm smarter than the pair of you.
So the thing is, Freddie thinks he's one step ahead of everyone, but he's actually 2 behind. That's the thing. You're always scheming in really obvious ways that we all see.
I think that there's plenty of situations where I think out of the 3 of you, I'm probably the most business minded.
I don't think that's even true. You want to be, but
I think you're the
you're
least-
incredibly slack.
I think
I'm the
you're
only
the
one who can
least
read a
business-
fucking contract. I'm the only one who actually notices details
yeah, but
of
I'm the
things.
only one who does read the
Yeah,
contracts.
but when I do, I always find something that both of you have missed.
when
when it's way too late.
Yeah, he says he's business minded. No. What you are is venal. You like money more than both of us.
I don't think
Maybe not more than Tom. Actually,
I
you
do
love,
like
you love a
money.
bit. Of money,
I think as well that if we were both dropped in a city centre
Uh-huh.
in some random fucking country that none of us had ever been to, I think that I would make it out before the
You were
peer
insane.
review.
You'd
No
sit down
way.
and sulk immediately.
You don't like travelling.
You hate travelling. You'd hate being in a new place. Whereas I would walk in somewhere, make friends with 3 people who'd help me out.
Well, this
and
is the
sort it.
problem.
Yeah, I'd just stay there because
Yeah.
it's fun.
You'd live there. You'd end up living
Yeah,
there.
I'd make a beautiful life for myself. It'd be
exactly.
great.
And I'd get out.
Yeah. And go back to shitting in the dark in your cupboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to Preston for a miserable life, please.
Exactly.
I'd be the first out. You're too lazy. You're too unorganised. I'd just be like, right, I'll just get the train. And I'll just work it
I
out.
can get a fucking train. I can manage that.
I don't think you could get a train as well as I could.
How thick does he think we are that we wouldn't have thought
couldn't
of
manage
get a
it.
train?
Oh, yeah, a train. Ah.
Oh, shit. Those things that
You
go...
would try and get a train, but you would definitely be late.
Yeah, but I'll just wait for the next one. It's fine.
Well, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
in a
You would
major
get out
city.
first. It would get out first. You would be last because you're late. All the
Freddie
time.
would just have a sulk and like just do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would get on with it and get
Yeah.
it done.
Yeah. That's not the same as being clever, though, is it? That's not the same
Pretty
thing.
smart. Pretty efficient.
Uh-huh.
I'm the most efficient.
Yeah. Really? We've seen you Google things.
Yeah, well, we've not seen you
And-
two Google things.
Freddie never moves. That's very efficient. In terms of energy usage, I think Freddie is miles ahead of
We're
us.
getting things done. I'm like,
Yeah.
pa, 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 pa.
Yeah.
I think that you are a... I think you're the best at being like a little worker bee.
Yeah, I'm efficient.
Yeah. I will give you that.
I think I have the highest potential, but lowest potential spasticness as well. So, like, I veer wildly between doing something
You,
like...
yeah, you have the highest ceiling but the lowest floor.
Exactly.
Maybe.
I will do the most retarded things and the smartest things, but my consistency is all over the shop. Like, who knows? Like, who knows what's going to happen? You know, I'm not reliable. So, like, when I was a kid, everyone was like pushing me. It was like, you're going to be a scientist or something. I was like, I'm going to be a scientist. And it turned out I just can't pay attention
Yeah.
to it.
My mum wanted me to be a lawyer,
Yeah.
but I did one
See,
lesson of law in college. And I hated
I
it.
would love to be a trial lawyer, but I'd need everyone else to do all the prep and just hand me a couple of details and I'll just go argue and like chat up the fucking jury. I could do that bit, but I can't do all the work. That's the problem.
That's a big part of being
It
a lawyer.
really is. That's why I'm not a lawyer, Tom.
See,
That's why I do this bullshit where I
world-
don't have to prepare and I can just chat.
The world is full of people like this. People
Yeah.
like this who think that they have this amazing untapped potential, but they're like, but I'm just so gosh darn lazy. And
No,
it's
I'm
like,
retarded. I'm not lazy.
and
I try really hard.
And it's like the thing is though, is the most important bit is you being able to tap into the work side of things.
Yeah, I
If-
work really hard. It's not that. It's just I can't be asked doing all the prep. It's just I'm just dead good at thinking on my feet. I'm better like that. I'm better reacting. I'm better without the prep.
Yeah. I'm
lot
good
of
at
ways.
preparing. I'm good at doing the behind the scenes work.
Yeah. But I don't think I can be accused of not trying hard. I'm just fucking a spanner, innit?
Both.
I want to try less hard. It'd be nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I want you to try a lot more.
Nah, not happening. I'm going the other way. I'm tapping out. Done.
So, in answer to your question, I'm the smartest of the three.
Uh-huh.
Good. stuff.
I managed to have a shower every day without nearly dying. So I'm much smarter than you.
Yeah.
My heart, not fat. That's how smart I am. I can count calories. You can't do that.
Well, I can. I just choose to ignore them. It's not. That's not the problem, Rob. The problem isn't that
It's
I
not maths.
No, he clearly can't add up to 2,500. He's never done it once. He can't add up to his 5 a day.
You can add up to 2,500 kilograms.
Well, I'm trying to think of a
I think you're
segue.
actually a deeply mediocre man, is what I'm trying to say, Freddie. I think you're an incredibly mediocre man
Nah.
with the self-confidence of a man much less fat and gay than you.
What I do is I present a veneer of inadequacy in order to.
It's very convincing.
Thank you.
It's very, to be fair, you are quite the performer.
Thank you.
Here was me convinced that you were an inadequate fat cunt.
Like you're like Marlon Brando with your
Yeah.
acting skills.
It's incredible
Really good
method acting.
Yeah.
It's gone really deep. Yeah, the Daniel Day-Lewis have been a fat gay mong.
It works.
It really does, yeah.
It really does.
Someone call the Oscars.
Who did all this studio?
Me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday.
Because I pulled one coat badly, and I
Yeah.
was like, "That'll do."
Yeah, that was smart, to be fair.
Because
You
I-
think,
Like
you
getting
think
me to
that's
do all the
smart?
work.
I sauntered in when it was already set up.
Yeah, he waited for us to do all the hard part of launching the podcast, then just arrived like, hello, can I fuck up Googling for you?
Would you like some cameras that take 20 minutes to set up? Because I take too long.
They're set up by the time you get in. Because I work the hardest because I'm smart.
Oh, wait a
No,
minute.
no.
Wait a minute. Wait
You
a
weren't
minute.
the hardest 'cause
Wait
you're
a minute.
dumbest.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're set up by the time we get here.
Yeah.
That seems like another win for me because I just have to go in and.
maybe.
Maybe. Oh, this veneer of inadequacy
Oh, 'cause
appears
you're-
to be chipping, and all of a sudden you're seeing the real mastermind.
The real mastermind.
I mean,
Yes.
you've given
a
it away a
fat,
little
lazy
bit.
man.
What, sorry?
Yeah, we knew you were a fat, lazy man. Oh, God, Tom, it's been a ruse this whole time. He's actually incredibly competent, and now we've rumbled him. I'm sure he will start
He's just,
contributing.
and he's
now
just
on-
wearing 4 fat suits.
From now on, I would like to be referred to as Mr.
After
Mastermind.
the third fat suit, he's like, one more. Just keep going. Come on, we're not there yet. I don't look nearly slobby enough.
It used to be a lot more, but he had to invent the ruse of having Legionnaires so he could
Well,
only wear 4 because he was too
sure.
hot in 5.
Yeah, he still wears
Well-
5 on his heart. The Army of the Dead needs you. Join us at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod to get even more from this podcast. If you love it, you can get an extra episode every week. We've got loads of specials on there. There's more stuff going up all the time. And most importantly, you are the reason, you who've signed up to the Army of the Dead, are the reason that we can go so hard. The reason we don't need to give a fuck about upsetting anybody is that we have you behind us. So join us at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod. Get yourself a free trial for a week if you like. It's £3 a month. You get loads of extra stuff. Now, here's a little taster of a recent episode from Patreon for you to enjoy.
After 9 long months, my son Enzo is here. #blessed, #father, #a new family, #no actually my son, #not a father.
No, actually.
Not actually my son. Sorry.
Oh, no. Not actually my son. Right. What's next?
Click. Next one, same guy.
Since I can't go to the beach, I would shoot my firstborn for you.
So that's him commenting on that's him commenting on a fucking sexy woman's picture. He's about to shoot my firstborn for you. The next one's just him holding his child.
So it says, like, not actually my son there, though, as well. I think he's just holding a child that he says it will
No,
shoot.
I think it is his son. That's what I
Must
saw
be.
anyway.
Like, what? That is a wild thing to say on the internet.
I would shoot my firstborn for you.
I'd love it if that actually worked. Like, that impressed her. Like, that is a real commitment, actually. Go on. Like, she just goes, go on then.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Well, like Abraham or something
Yeah,
like that. Like,
fucking test. Cut that baby in half. Let's fucking see. Yeah, that is a fucking wild thing to put on the internet with your own face.
yeah.
That is crazy.
I would shoot my
She does look fit, though, to be fair, you know.
She's thick
Yeah.
with 2 C's.
Uh-huh. But, like, surely, if you look at it from an evolutionary standpoint, it's kind of like Freudianly weird, this, because the whole point of being attracted to her, if you look at it on the base biological level, is to make a son.
Yeah.
So going, I'd throw that one away, an attempt with you,
Yeah.
feels a bit fucked.
Mm.
I'd say don't shoot children. That's my tip.
Your dad would have shot you for any pussy.
Well,
You wouldn't even known either. Like sniped you from the bushes.
No, if it's my dad, he would have. If I was a Kosovan child who was accidentally crossing the road, then yeah, sure.
He would have shot you for 5 out of 10 puss.
Well, that's where I came from. Why am I? Why am I? Anyway, don't shoot your kids. Right, there we go.
I think that's being quite generous to your mum.
You've not even met my mum. She's a lovely woman. Go
Yeah,
fuck
but
yourself.
I know what you look like though.
Yeah, she probably looks like you.
I look more like me dad. I think that's fair to say.
Oh, okay.
So I hear. I imagine.
From 3 people who are really smart to 1 person who's really quite dumb. If you could click on oven for me, please.
Oh no, this is bleak. Oh, why are we?
You
doing...
can read this one.
Sure. Baby dies. Sorry, that was the wrong energy.
Baby dies! Oh yay! Oh yay! Baby dies in Dublin!
Listeners won't know this yet, but earlier we were had a conversation because a sponsor wants to watch our episodes beforehand to make sure that it matches with their values.
And we were like, they just won't be our sponsor.
I'm just trying to
They
think.
can't sponsor us.
I'm just trying to think of the most respectful way to read the headline that starts with "baby dies."
It wasn't that.
Right. Okay.
It wasn't
okay.
that. You went in too hard.
You need
okay.
to go real news anchor.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sounded like you were opening a circus.
Okay.
Right, let's pretend it's news at 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Dong.
Oh, don't say dong. He'll get excited
I
because he's
believe.
gay.
I believe there needs to be 9 more dongs.
No, they do dong and then they do a
Okay.
thing and then they do
Sorry.
another
Alright,
dong and then they do a
okay.
thing.
Okay. Go on.
Dong.
Good evening. Our top story tonight. Baby dies. That was too much for pause. Right.
Yeah.
Good evening. Our top story tonight. Baby dies.
Why are you questioning it? Baby dies?
Right,
All
okay.
right, try again. Come on, sensibly. Come on.
Baby dies.
Baby dies!
Why go on? You don't know. Damn baby dies after mother mistakenly put her in oven, no? Baby dies after mother mistakenly put her in oven.
What a mistake to make her. What a boob. You'd feel a real tit.
Kentucky Fried Children.
It was actually best cooked in a microwave. She's wasted about 4 hours there.
Worst thing was, it's a fan oven, so you got to turn the temperature down a little to compensate. She didn't even preheat it.
She just put an air fryer.
I was going to say, she's going to save so much money. Been way more crispy as well. So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Is if you put your baby in an oven and it died,
Yeah.
your excuse wouldn't be, oh, that's
Whoops.
an oven.
Wait, hang on. What was the mistake? Was it that she meant to put something else in the oven, or was it that she meant to put the baby somewhere else?
Right, well, let's read.
Which is stupider?
Right, well, you read it out.
Both are bad.
Yeah, both are quite stupid. But I can see why you would mistake a baby for something else, but I can't see how you would mistake an oven for a cot.
No, I think an oven is more like a cot than a baby is like food.
Of course, the stupidest thing about this is that taking the baby out of the freezer and it hadn't finished defrosted.
Right. It in the plastic wrapper.
You've not put that dead baby on a baking tray.
You've not preheated it.
It's going to sink straight through the grid. Right, okay.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Okay. Police responded to a report of an infant not breathing, and a probable cause statement said responders found the child with apparent burns. The infant was pronounced dead at the scene.
Burnt as well. Left it in too long. Just scrape that bit off.
Nice in the middle.
It always ruins it, though. You can always taste it still a bit, can't you?
Still got the bones. We can make a soup.
If this was in Texas, but who's for burnt ants?
A baby died. I don't want to read this. A baby died after a mother mistakenly put her down for a nap in the oven. Mariah Thomas of Kansas City has been charged with endangering...
Congratulations on the Super Bowl.
I mean,
That'll have cheered her up. It's like, my baby is burnt to a crisp, but thank God we got Patrick Mahomes.
I'd have called her Mrs. Baby Death, but...
Mrs. Oven.
Mrs. Baby Oven.
What's your child's name? Starter.
Wait till he starts playing Castle Wolfenstein and he's got a character called Mr. Hitler.
Police responded to a report of an infant not breathing on Friday afternoon. A probable cause statement...
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same, it's the same
that's
thing.
just the headline.
It's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
again. The statement said responders were told by a witness that the mother put the child down for a nap and accidentally placed her in the oven instead of the crib. It was that way.
Next sentence.
It did not explain how the mistake was made.
Feels like it's a big boo-boo.
I think that's stupider than thinking a chicken is a baby.
No,
baby's
because like the
chicken.
chicken shouldn't be moving, and like you'd feel like an alive baby. You'd feel the breathing.
I
and the
think this
stuff.
person must be on drugs.
You think? You think the person who put their baby in the oven might be on drugs?
Yes.
Yes, this is a deeply mentally ill person on a lot of drugs. That's what's happened here.
Yes, well,
It's an
that's what I said.
It's
I
an
think
incredibly tragic story,
that's-
so thanks for bringing it us.
that's what I said. I said I think this person might be on drugs.
Yeah,
Because she's put a baby in an oven.
yeah,
I think it was a crib.
yeah.
And it's not a crib because cribs... Wait a minute. What was she thinking when she turned it on?
Do you think she was trying to set the mobile above it? Why is it not playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? She's going...
The worst thing is she went to the crib and went, oh, fuck, I'll ruin this chicken.
She's got a fucking...
Do you reckon she was sat there like...
She's got a Dr. Oetker pizza in her crib tucked in.
Why is this pizza so cold?
Wait a minute. There's something... Just sat watching telly like, there's something wrong here. The crib isn't usually on gas mark 6. What a...
She only realised halfway through eating her wings. This is burnt.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
It's very sad.
It's funny because you're not meant to put babies in ovens.
You're really not, actually. It's one of the things about babies.
It's one of the first things they tell you.
Yeah.
They didn't
go-
tell me. I missed that prenatal class.
Yeah, it is one of the first things
Well,
they
they
say.
don't tell you prenatal. They tell you postnatal. Because prenatal, you'd have to put yourself in the oven.
The
Wouldn't you?
bun's
You're not gonna
already
do
in the
that.
oven at that point.
Yeah. But postnatal, they go, "There's your baby. By the way, don't put it in an oven.
Ovens, nish
Yeah.
nished.
Oh, too late.
Yeah, it will die
Yeah.
if you put it in an oven.
Like,
So
yeah,
don't do that.
the-
Well, only if you turn it on.
They go, don't put it in an oven. I'm just there with a roasting tin covering it in rosemary. Like, what? What? What?
Well, what am I going to eat?
Yeah. I've just chopped all this fucking garlic.
I've just stuffed it.
That'd be so funny if, like, they come round and be like, look, she's in tears. She's like, I've accidentally put my baby in the oven, and they get there and it's got an apple in its mouth, like rosemary
Yeah.
sprigs,
Don't put that-
stuffing up its ass.
Don't put that baby in the oven, but I've already took the giblets out.
The bed sheet of the pram is just greaseproof paper.
Oh, it's so bleak.
It's funny though.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, we got lots of laughs out of this.
We did. We should.
Baby dies. Ding dong.
Right, so a dead baby on your Dead Men Talking bingo card. Let's see what's going on.
I actually can't. Oh, do you know what? Should we lighten the mood a bit?
Yeah,
Okay, so you're gonna really like this one.
yeah.
What I'd like you to do, it's a long one, and I'm gonna ask you to watch it the whole way through. Now, I'm gonna explain to you what's going on because the video itself lends itself to it. So
Don't give any spoilers, though.
I'm not gonna.
Can we just watch?
So no, just trust me. So
I don't. That's the problem. I
so
don't trust
so
you.
there's a
And neither should women.
so well. It's funny you mentioned that. So every year there is a competition with different SWAT teams, and they set up an assault course, and they see who can do it the quickest.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, Chile decided to have an all-female SWAT team, and I'd like you to watch and see how it goes. Spoiler alert: not well.
Vamos.
Go on, Chile. There we go.
So there's 5 of them,
Yeah.
all running around the corner.
5 Chileans
ladies teams
strapped with guns. I'm like, oh no, I'm a
involved.
terrorist.
Can you ask me Can you tell me what the first obstacle is?
UAE SWAT challenge
Oh,
this
so
year.
it's like is it
A
the
zip
hand
line.
bite?
Yeah.
Zip line.
Oh, zip line, yes. Hold on to that. Zip in.
Easy zip lines.
Zip in, yeah, you just got to hold on. Here we go.
Ah,
they've,
I
all,
got stuck.
they've all stopped above the pool. Oh, one's over. One's in the pool. Oh, God, it's gone total wipeout.
Now also
They're going backwards. 3 of them are going backwards.
And,
And the hostage is dead.
well, they
Can you
are
imagine
stuck
being-
in the middle of that zip line. Remember, if you fall in the ice bath, you have to go back to the beginning of the zip line and do it again.
Just
fall in the
fall.
ice
Just
bath.
go again.
well,
Chile.
no.
Can you imagine if you're in the fucking, like,
three
you're
team
the
members
hostage watching this
stranded
outside the window, like, the SWAT
the
team are
middle
coming to save me. Oh,
of that
fucking
ice
hell.
bath.
Oh, no, don't go again.
They're trying to Newton's cradle it.
Earlier
So
on
the
this
4th
morning.
one tried to volley itself into the other 3 to try and get them across. That was never going to work.
Yeah, because now she's stuck.
Now they've gone back.
And it just goes to show you how important
A
momentum
minute
is.
and a half.
Yeah, he said it's important to show how important momentum is. Emphasis on the men.
Yeah.
Like, just drop down, go get, drop down. You're going to have to start again. What do you, there we go.
There you go.
There we go, all of you. All of you.
3 team members. in
Drop
the
down! There we go, fucking hell.
But did you see that then? Pause it. Pause it. Did you see that then?
Yeah, she's left a handle.
What, sorry? That
she
wasn't
dropped
that wasn't
something.
the handle.
Was it a gun?
It was a good. Carry
In
on.
the pool.
Carry on.
It's all going horribly wrong. And, well,
To be
forget
fair,
about
she's got some
getting
good
wet.
grip strength, this one.
The violations, the major safety violations for dropping weapons in the water are considerable.
All right,
Come on,
they're
she's having a look at
they're
Ryan.
all
They're
out
back
now.
at the beginning, nothing in the way, clean run. They're getting a net to fish a
Has one of
gun
them
out the
has one of them
pool.
shit in the pool?
Retrieve
Looks
those,
like a birthing pool.
weapons from the ice bath.
We are 2.5 minutes into this.
Well, I said it on a
She
couple
should
of
just
occasions
stop.
today that if that first member does not get across the ice bath and carry that momentum, it forces those behind to stall, and that's when the problems begin. And we saw
Right,
that, didn't
go.
we? It almost happened a little bit earlier on.
Is there anything else
Just,
happen after this?
Talking to the judges at the moment.
It's 6 minutes long, Freddie.
Come on.
Freddie, we can't. Right, just pause for a second.
Oh,
right,
not
and
as a
let it
6
point.
minute.
We can't sit and watch a 6 minute long video.
okay.
That's not how podcasts
Okay,
work. We can't just tell people to watch the fucking video. Should we fast forward a bit? Because this is
Okay,
boring.
so they-
We're watching someone fish a gun. They've
So-
got a net
so-
in a pool.
so-
I get it. They're shit.
Spoiler alert, it takes them 6 minutes to get over this obstacle course, and that's it.
Right, so your plan was to sit here for 6 minutes watching that.
Yeah, there's only 54 left to fill.
Right.
I tell you what, you being a fat, stupid cunt is very good acting.
Very good acting. Very good acting. We might have to edit that down a bit. We can put a link to the video somewhere so people can watch the full 6 minutes of them being shite. But I get the point. These silly, silly women. Yeah,
It is
that
quite,
that's your point?
It is quite
Is
funny.
that your
though,
point,
isn't
silly
it?
women?
It is quite funny though that they were like, "We're going to have a team of all women because we are amazing," and then it ends up being as
Yeah, but
bad
I want to
as
see the Chilean men's team because this, like, it could be a gender thing, but it could be an ethnicity thing, and I want to see.
I want to see whether or not I should be sexist or racist.
Exactly, I need to know which, or possibly ableist. Looking at a couple of them, like I want to know what I'm discriminating against because something's bad. I get that, but like I would imagine the Chilean SWAT team might not be the hottest as well.
I don't.
We should do an obstacle course.
No,
That's why it's funny.
no, it's quite funny. Yeah, nah, can't be arsed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to do a Tough Mudder by yourself, you fucking little prick.
I would like to do
Yeah.
a Tough Mudder.
I know
would
you're
you,
exactly
why
a
would
Tough
you
Mudder
like
person.
to do a tough mudder?
He's such a Tough Mudder
he
person.
is, isn't he?
I like challenging myself physically. I ran a half marathon the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one cares. Cool.
Do you want to try another one?
Yeah.
This is a little funny one, just to sort of, raw chicken.
Oh,
Right.
I think I might have seen this.
Is this in that woman's cot?
Do you know what this is?
Oh, the guy who eats raw meat.
He's eating raw chicken every day, isn't he?
Yeah, and his idea is he'll prove how healthy he is. But, like, he looks like an Alsatian that's about to be put down.
He is.
He's done it every day, though, and his thing is, I'm eating raw chicken every day until he gets ill, and he's not got ill yet.
You say he's not got ill. I want to see video evidence of him having one solid poo. That man has not shat anything that is not liquid for months. Like, and also, just because you think you might be able to get away with something doesn't mean it's good.
I've also got another thing as well. If raw chicken was absolutely fine to eat,
Yeah.
I still wouldn't,
Because it's gross.
because it would be horrible and
Yeah.
slimy and
Yeah.
cold.
And like, this isn't even a vegetarian thing. Cooked chicken was delicious. That wasn't my issue with it. You
Yeah.
know, like, just cook it. That it's really nice.
Yeah,
I don't see
yeah.
what the. Why are you so? Because this will be a thing where like people like this are often like they position themselves as like being anti-vegan, but I don't think it like helps your point against vegans. Like their point isn't about the cooking, is it?
yeah.
Why are you adding that extra bit?
I
You know,
think
enjoy your meat, fine, whatever.
I think
Cook
it's.
it, you fucking weird nonce.
I think that men are so stupid by
Yeah.
and large that we think that this kind of this cannibal kind of primitivism,
Yeah, it makes us manly.
it makes us more manly and caveman-like.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, I think that there are men that think eating like a caveman
Yeah.
makes you big and strong.
100%. And like this guy, your problem isn't the diet, mate. That's not the thing stopping you from being a manly man. It's the fact that you're a dorky little virgin. Like,
Yeah.
stop hugging your anime pillow. That'd be my first fucking port
Also,
of
as
call.
well, like just like, why are you trying to prove this?
I love this authentic chicken parm recipe from Italy. No, it's not. I'm pretty sure in Italy they'll be like, cook the chicken.
Yeah.
You're not going to make an Italian like, no, you ruined the parm. Why are you cooking the chicken?
This is maybe he's got a thing against ovens.
What happened to him as a baby?
Yeah. No, he lost one kid, and now he's just like, I can't. It's too dangerous. I can't have an oven in my home. I'm just going to eat raw chicken.
Do you want to watch a little video of
Raw
it?
chicken and
It's,
broccoli.
the video is a bit shit. They're just a man eating
Raw
chicken.
chicken and broccoli smoothie recipe.
Yeah.
That is wildly
Go on,
horrific.
stick it on for a second. Let's just.
We
No,
don't
we
fuck
don't.
it. Yeah, like what a fucking ming this guy is. Like the whole like carnivore diet thing's fucking stupid.
How much of a benefit would it have to give you in order to eat it?
Raw chicken?
Yeah.
Well, I don't eat cooked chicken.
I know,
so
but let's say.
say when I was a meat eater.
Yeah.
Like
If
this,
it gave you a benefit and I wasn't going to get ill, then I would
it'd have
maybe eat it.
it'd have to be like a really solid benefit. It couldn't just be like the same as like eating broccoli that's like good for you. In
What
the long
about
run.
it?
It'd have to be
it
like
lowered your risk of cancer
Yeah.
by 5%.
Can't be arsed.
10?
Mate, I smoked fucking 30 a day for like 20 years.
Yeah, but you don't now
I don't
because of the
know.
cancer.
50%?
Yeah, but that was more than 5%. 50% lower cancer risk. What, I've got to eat raw chicken every day?
Yeah.
Can I
Dunno.
season it?
How much do I've got to eat?
1 breast.
Oh, I don't know. It's just so horrible.
All right, what
it's
about
like
this?
so minging, isn't
I
it, raw
reckon
chicken?
I reckon I could do it.
What about this? 1.5 inches of extra dick.
I'll have 2. I'll have a 4-inch dick.
Cancer? No. No. A slightly bigger penis?
Sold.
It doesn't even really benefit you. It benefits
No.
your missus, if anything.
I want slightly. I want slightly
Just takes a little bit longer to
bollocks.
come.
No, I don't think I could. It's so disgusting, raw chicken. Like it was really, I was grossed out by it. Like when I would eat it, when I would eat chicken, it's fucking horrific.
Yeah, it's
I
not
could
nice.
definitely do it.
Could you?
Yeah, I bet loads of weird shit.
Like,
What's the weirdest shit you've eaten?
I think I said before, I had a sheep's eye. I had a cow's heart. That was raw.
Why?
Just a dare. 10 wasps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, forget about the
I mean, like I used to eat like beef carpaccio, but that's very different to chicken. Like,
Yeah.
Very, very different to chicken. I don't know. It's just fucking. And like, if it makes you one of these fucking mings who goes on the internet going like, "Oh, my raw food diet makes me special," shut the. I don't care. Like, you're definitely shitting radiator water, and like, no one's touched your dick in 9 years. You're not someone to be envied. Like when fucking Jordan Peterson was going on about his carnivore diet, and then he drank a glass of orange juice and nearly died. It was apple juice actually. He said he couldn't see for nearly a month. Because he was on a carnivore diet, he cracked, had a glass of apple juice, it nearly killed him, and he was saying this is proof of why the carnivore diet's good.
Innit?
What are you on about?
Isn't
I
it,
could drink. I'll drink a glass of apple juice right now.
isn't it mad, right, how bad male influencers are compared to female influencers?
Yeah, it's wild.
Because female influencers, it's like, hi, girlies, right, okay.
Love
So,
your muffin top.
Yeah.
Love it. It's
I'm-
part of your girly.
I'm gonna be showing you how I make some smoky eye highlights or whatever. But I just want to tell you that you're amazing. If you
Love
want
your queen.
if you want to use my discount code, it's in the thing. But you look amazing. I look amazing. We're all great. And male influencers are like, you should eat raw chicken until you shit yourself.
Have you
Yeah.
ever been in a
Are
WhatsApp
you being
group?
horrible to women, you fucking faggot?
Yeah. If you don't wake up at 3 a.m, do 1,000 press-ups, run 10K, and eat raw chicken for breakfast, you're a beta pussy.
If you don't punch women in the face, they'll never love you.
Have you ever been in a WhatsApp group which is all women except you? They're so nice to each other in WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
Like, really, really nice.
Yeah.
But in men's was horrible.
Yeah, that's way more
It's
fun.
the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like how women are always like, "You're
support-
so beautiful," and like it's why you can't trust women when they're like, "I've got this friend, she's beautiful," because they always look like Freddy. It's like, yeah, she's beautiful. I had that with one of my exes once. She was like talking about how her friend couldn't find a boyfriend. She was like, "But she's really beautiful, isn't she?" And I was like,
No.
I wanted to be like, "She looks like the Snuffleupagus. What the fuck you on about?" But like women are more positive like that, innit? But there
Yeah.
is a lot of like self-flagellation and like punishment with like male influencers. It's definitely a lot of that of like, grind, hustle, be horrible, never experience joy.
Yeah,
and it's like, lads, you can just chill out a bit. You can take it down a notch, be nice to the people around you, have a lovely life.
I hate
you know?
all these ones that are like so work dominate, like the what's
Yeah.
that
Oh,
podcast,
yeah.
Stephen
Yeah.
Bartlett and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Jake
fuck all
Humphries.
that.
Stephen
Grind culture, hustle culture, that fucking
Fuck that, I
Jake
want to work
Humphries.
less. Work as less
Yeah.
as you can.
Jake Humphries is a fucking ming. His whole thing is
Yeah.
don't sit in the comfy chair. Yeah? It's a metaphor for life, right? If your life's getting comfy, that means you're doing it wrong. You need to be out of the comfy chair.
you mean Jake Humphrey's been presenting the same sports
Yep.
channel for
Yeah.
10 years.
Professional podcaster. What a hard job. God.
Surely if he really lived and died by that motto, he'd give it all up and just become like a miner or something.
Also, I do notice he does sit down on his podcast.
Do you know what else?
Yeah, but there's a dildo in the chair.
Comfy. He's gone to Quinne's Office Supplies.
You should see where he puts his baby. The comfy oven.
Yeah.
Um,
Generally, people just need to chill out a
So
bit. You don't
here's
need to be
another thing as well that people are moaning about at the moment is like work culture for Gen Z.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, this Gen Z, they don't want to work hard. They don't want to grind and stuff. And it's like, can you fucking blame them? Because it's impossible for them to get a house.
Yeah.
It's impossible for them to afford anything. Yeah. They're going to live in debt for the entirety of their lives.
No, totally.
And so what they've done, really cleverly, I might add, is they've gone, well, I'm not going to fucking try then.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I totally I fucking love and respect that attitude that permeates that generation of them going, I'm going to turn up at the time I have to and leave at the time I have to. I'm going to do exactly what it says in my job description and nothing fucking more. Because that's what you should do in your job. Your job is exploiting you. If people aren't making money out of you, you wouldn't be there. So they are already trying to fuck you as hard as they can every single day of your life, and it is your moral duty as an employee to skive and steal and fuck them over in every way you can.
I agree with that. I agree with that to a degree.
It depends what the job is.
Yeah, totally. So if you're...
That's 99% of jobs. If you've got a lovely little job with a nice person...
No, it's not 99%
Or
of jobs.
if you do want to progress in a career...
You're talking about... You're talking as somebody that's only ever had shit minimum wage jobs.
No.
That's
not true.
But the thing is, though,
I had an office job that was proper,
Was it a good job?
It was a pretty good job. Loads of people were super happy there and had really good careers and lives there and stayed there for 20 years. I hated it.
The thing is if they're paying you over the odds for what you're doing, then
no one is,
though.
No one is paying you over the odds.
No, I know, but
they're making more off you.
I know, but if they were paying you a good wage and you were happy, then I say, yeah, try and keep that job. But
keep that job and going above and beyond is different.
If they're paying you next to fuck all and you don't enjoy it there, then I totally get just do the bare minimum.
Just don't do anything extra than you fucking have to. Don't bother staying behind after work. Don't bother people think that especially office work, if you show effort and willing, that'll get you places. It fucking won't. What'll get you places is toadying up to the people in power and greasing your wheels like that, becoming their fucking confidant, grassing to them, being an oily, snaky little grass. You just don't want to be that. But that's how you progress. It's not like they go, who's the most conscientious worker? Those people if you show that you are a hard worker in an office, you get twice as much work and no more pay. That's all that happens. They just lump more tasks onto you. It's stupid. You just gotta just coast as much as you can.
I think it does depend on different jobs. There are some where you get rewarded for doing a good job.
Very few. They are vanishingly few. And it's getting worse and worse every fucking year. Work culture is getting worse every year.
But also, I don't think it's a generational thing that this generation are going, we're just going to do this. I think in every generation, there's people that do the bare minimum, and there's people that do nothing, and there's people that do loads extra.
It's more of
a people thing.
Yeah, but it's more of a thing that is become more prominent, and they're definitely a thing that is discussed more, and it's definitely a cultural thing that is happening more.
Because the thing is though, is if you now can't, because the whole thing with work, right? The whole thing is you buy into the whole capitalism thing, you get a job and you work, and that job provides for a house and a relatively decent life, and you have kids, and that's the thing that you get for your labour. But now when you don't even get that, it's like, okay, I'm down in tools. Fuck you.
There's loads of full-time jobs that you can work that still won't pay for you to have a house and food. And it's that's insane. And not even to own a house. Fucking hell, there's a loud motorbikes outside.
That's insane.
That is fucking crazy.
I bet he's got a massive dick, though.
Oh, yeah, real cool guy out there.
Yeah.
He's definitely not a fat old man.
I bet his name is Mr. Motorbike.
It's not his name, it's Mr. Motorbike!
But yeah, I am very anti most work. I think modern work culture is really horrible, and it's getting more and more you get tracked constantly in every job now, and everything's monitored.
Do you know what else is? Do you know what else is really funny as well? So during the pandemic, when they were work from home, you can do it just as good, and everyone went fine, and they went, no, you need to come back into the office now, and everyone went, why? And you just do.
My missus is like that.
Just do.
My missus.
Because all the building owners aren't getting the rent money. That's why.
Well, and also they've signed long leases. It's what happened with my missus. Like, my missus works for a big company. They'd signed a lease on a big office, like before lockdown.
Pornhub have a big office.
They have a massive office, massive orifice. Am I right? Because they've signed this like long contract. They've been like, yeah, you got to come back in the office, and like she goes in the office a couple of days.
You can't
a
get
week.
fisted from home.
She fucking can.
Oh God.
But yeah, she goes in and there's like 3 people in her fucking office, and like because like she works in like a tech company, they're all just nerds who don't talk to each other. So they go in, put their headphones in, and sit silently at their computers all day. And it's like she's like, what the fuck am I doing?
How long's her commute?
About half hour, 40 minutes on a bus.
Could be worse.
Could be worse, but still pointless. And she'd
Yeah.
rather be at home with like the dog chilling out, like being able to make a little sandwich in the kitchen and just having a nicer time.
It's
Yeah.
more efficient working from home as well.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in that.
This is it. It's just
But again, it
waste of
depends
time.
on the person. Some people will go, "Oh, there's no boss here. I'll do nothing," and there's some people
They'll
who'll
do
go,
the same in the office though. It
Yeah,
wasn't like
maybe,
it didn't
probably.
matter where I was fucking skiving. Didn't matter where I was. I was under the boss's nose reading football blogs all day and doing nothing. you know?
The reason I hated working in an office, especially after working from home, was I'd go in and then 4 people would say, "What did you do last night? What did you have for your tea?
Yeah.
What did you watch on telly?" Whereas when I'm home, I go, "I'll get up, do all my work, and then at 1 o'clock I can go and ride my bike."
Yeah. I hate the obsession.
Sorry, you ride a bike when you finish your work?
Yeah, I like riding my bike.
That's the most Tom thing ever. Gee, mister.
I'm just picturing him cycling off with all those little beads clacking in his wheel.
All the work's been done
With
for
a
the
stick
day.
running along a railing, like ding 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 ding.
I'm off to ride my bike and bring myself some happiness and joy.
Wow, I'll fly this kite behind me as a pedal. Isn't that lovely?
Excuse me, wife, make sure you put the baby in the cot and not covered.
I'll tell you one thing I really hated in office jobs is the obsession with, like, you've got to be here from this time to this time.
Yes.
And, like, 90% of people in offices are not working anywhere near that amount of time. Most office jobs you can get done in, like, 3 hours and fuck off home.
So
it's just people just stretch everything out to look like they're busy. And then, like, I used to get in trouble for leaving at 5. It's like, I've not done anything since 1.
yeah, your punishment when you work in an office, your punishment for efficiency is more work.
Exactly. Every time. Exactly.
And
it should be, here's your work, do that.
So
I went to this call center, right? And you have a different desk every day. And like, you know, computers have like Minesweeper and stuff on. Well, this one, it was all like locked off. You couldn't get it. But someone taught me like a code that you could put in where you could play Minesweeper.
Yeah.
So I'd secretly play Minesweeper. I got really, really good at Minesweeper. And I got...
What a boast.
Wait, no, right. Because it's a...
I'm dead good at clicking boxes with little numbers next to it.
Well, it's not a boast. It was a call center job. Like, that's all I did for like all the shifts, right? So what I did was, because you can have like different high scores and like easy and hard, whatever. I made every single computer. I got every high score that you could get and put the boss's name in it.
That's funny. Yeah.
that's good. I mean,
No one ever knew about it. To me.
I've got a PA, right, and I've worked with her for a couple of years. And what I do is I put all the jobs that need doing in a spreadsheet, and then
Sexually harass her.
at the end of the I haven't thought of that yet, actually.
Yeah, you really could, yeah.
And
Just put it in the spreadsheet then.
and then
She'll come to you.
Sexy harass yourself. Save me some time.
4 p.m. Act like I've asked to see your tits.
Yeah. Send yourself a dick pic. Come on.
Record a wolf whistle and play it to yourself.
But what I do is I put all my jobs that she needs to do in a spreadsheet, and then I say, however long that takes you, just invoice us for the time, and I'll trust you.
However long it takes to get back with that pack of hash browns.
Like whatever you, and I know that she's going to invoice herself for a couple of hours more than what she's probably done. But I don't mind. As long as she doesn't take the piss, and as long as the work's done, I don't care. Because I actually value her slamming through all that work in an hour and a half and doing it properly. Then I value her pretending like she took a day.
It used to do my head in my office job that I had, like my like distribution job. I got so good at Skyping and so efficient with it. I ran like I made like sort of like a little Excel script that would do this massive job I had to do every morning. That was like the main reason they had me there. It was meant like manually it would take like 4 or 5 hours, and I got it so I could do it in 5 minutes every day. But obviously I didn't tell anyone because that's stupid.
Yeah.
So I would have all these meetings where people would be like, fucking, like, I'd have these meetings with bosses where they'd be like, you can't be late because we need you here immediately to start on this, so it's done by midday every day. And I'd have to sit there and be like, yeah. When I knew it was done by 9:05 every day.
Yeah.
You know, like I just turn in, bang, done. And then I sit there for 3 hours doing nothing. And they'd be in these meetings like, we need you here because you're working so hard. I was like, fucking hell.
In the pandemic, I had a job on what's it called now? It was like a BBC show where they taught the nation, like BBC teaches whatever.
The Nation.
Yeah, whatever. They had like,
I got to name it.
yeah, they had like online.
Hi, I'm Mr. Teacher.
It's like
Tell you what, you'd love that game with like, you know, where it's like Mr. Bun the Baker. You'd love Happy Families. It'd be right up your street.
So it's live lessons. It's called live lessons.
Right.
So I got this job, and then the next day I got a call about another job. There was this football thing, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds well better." And I thought, "But I can't do them both." I thought I am working at home, so I could do both for a week maybe. So I did them both for a week, and then I was like, "Whichever one's the shittest, I'll just quit." Right? But one of them was Monday to Friday, and one of them was Wednesday to Sunday. And I thought I'm working from home. I've got nothing else to do. I may as well just do both jobs, right? So I did them both for 10 weeks, right? And I was like, this is fucking well easy. Like, I had loads. I even had time to win the Champions League on Football Manager with Fulham. That's how easy it was to do these two jobs, right? But in one of them, there was 3 other people doing the same as me. We had our own separate work, but we were doing the same thing, right? And they had a meeting because they were finding it too hard and they didn't have enough time. And I was in this meeting going, I'm the calmest person here, and I've got a secret second job. I couldn't believe it.
That's amazing. Like, I did read about like a load of people who have like taken their boring, fucking, stupid, pointless office jobs and outsourced them to like India. So they'll
that's
like
great.
pay someone online. Like people are doing it with AI now. Obviously, like getting AI to run loads of their job. And if you can do that, fucking great. But like you are making yourself redundant in the long term. If an AI can do your job, long term, that's not a great thing for you.
Yeah.
For now, brilliant. In the future, going to be very bad for you.
Yeah.
But like,
I think there's something about
paid some-
plastic bags, isn't it?
What?
Like for now, good because I don't have to carry stuff.
Right,
Long
in the
term,
future, bad.
it's going to kill everyone.
It's gonna be a lot shorter the consequence.
It'll be a problem for my kids.
Yeah, but not the AI replacing your job. That'll be in like 2 years. It's like
Yeah, I know, but it's comedy in it.
But
so.
replacing it out to India, I think, is very funny. Just going like, I'll pay you what you think is a good wage.
Yeah.
It's just capitalism fucking
Yes.
stripped bare, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
30 rupees. Well done. You've really driven a hard bargain. Sort of a 50k a year job.
It's like when I hire people off Fiverr and they're like, "Oh, it's £10 for this," and I'm like, I always end up tipping them because I feel sad. I'm like, that's not enough.
I
money."
have never tipped somebody on the internet ever, and I never will.
I know.
You know that person on Fiverr is outsourcing it to someone else.
Yeah, I like fine. I
3
guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I always tip them because I feel sad that I've like, you know, ripping them off. So I always like paying what I think's fair.
I never tip anyone.
I
Never tip anyone.
No,
Really?
you got to tip at restaurants.
I never tip a restaurant.
What?
If you want me to pay you more money, put the price up. I've talked about this before. This is why tipping is stupid, right? It's percent, right? You give a percent usually. Why should I give you more if I order a steak or a salad?
Just cause they're
They should just carry in the food.
yeah.
It's
but
the
Tom,
same thing.
Tom, people don't get paid enough to fucking live, right?
They do
And,
in
like,
England.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't. You know the difference between the
They
living
do
wage
because
and the minimum
idiots
wage?
give them tips.
Minimum wage and living wage, you understand the difference between those two things. The minimum wage doesn't cover the basic expenses of life. And look, I agree, we should live in a world where everyone is paid enough to live, but we aren't. And you get paid for sitting there being shit at Googling. So maybe spread some of the
And I'm
wealth.
not getting tipped.
Spread some of the wealth out. Maybe other people are struggling.
I will tip
I have
some-
a jar of fivers at home for people who are bringing me Just Eat.
I will tip someone if they're
I
really
tip
good.
all the time.
I will tip someone if they're really good, but if it's just like a normal meal,
They give them a normal tip.
yeah,
So-
nothing.
So what I do?
Tom, stop being honestly,
Put the wage
this
up.
is worse than the Jeremy Kyle stuff. Stop being a tight cunt.
I'm not being tight. This is
You
how
are
much it
being
costs.
tight. Of course you're being tight by not tipping. What
If
the
it-
fuck are you on about?
They should pay more.
I'll
It
tell
costs,
you-
it
I'll-
costs more.
You're not paying more though. You're giving the person who served it. It's not going to the business. That's separate.
Oh my god, he's such a good debater. Just the way that he just screams his point
it
across.
works.
Is brilliant
Fucking
debating.
works.
I'll tell you what I do, Tom, and this is something that you can adopt. It's it works for me. What I do is sometimes I think about doing a nice thing, but I don't do it. But I'm proud of myself for thinking about it. So before, when I was at Sainsbury's,
that's psychopathy.
So-
that is a full-on psychopath justification.
So before, when I was at Sainsbury's getting my usual maple and pecan slice, packet of mango, and a Tropicana orange juice, there was a woman holding up the queue with her young son, and she was getting a meal deal, and her contactless card wasn't working, and she was holding everything up, and I thought I could just lean over and pay for her.
That'd be sick.
And yeah, but I just thought it, and that was enough. So I thought it, and I went, "What a good guy you are for thinking that." And then I just fucked off, just left it holding the queue. See you later, you stupid bitch. Enjoy your meal deal if you can. I thought about helping you, and now I'm a good person.
What you should have done, wait for it not be able to pay it, and then taken a meal deal.
I love that. Yeah, lean over, pay for it, and then taking the stuff.
Thanks.
Waiting for her to pay with it with the last $5, and then waiting outside, just booting it out of her hands. Eating off the floor, you scum.
Even if you want to be selfish, though, doing nice things for other people genuinely makes you feel amazing. It's like really good for you.
I do nice things for other people,
No, you
but
fucking
not
don't.
strangers.
No, you fucking don't. I like
do.
doing things for strangers. Pass it forward. It's nice. Spread some joy in the world. Just put a nice thing into the world. I have paid for someone's like petrol when they couldn't afford, when their card wouldn't work.
Just out of interest, how many times did you pay it forward when you had no money?
Oh, nothing, because I was skint.
Interesting.
So now I do. That's what I'm saying.
And yet your partner, who is very well-to-do,
Yeah.
has got lots of money, so now you're paying it forward. That doesn't make you a better person. She's the better
Yeah.
person,
I'm
and you're
passing it
just
through.
the vehicle. What you are is my brain thinking nice things.
No, I like.
You're not actually doing anything.
I earn
She's
my own
doing
money
it.
now, don't I? Like, I'm fine. Like,
And
I
that
like-
jar of $5, how many are yours?
Literally all mine, actually. Fuck you. I got paid cash from a gig with shitloads of $5s, so they went in the jar.
Yeah, but
Really?
but
What
usually
sort of
they use the jar of
monster?
tenors.
I know.
What monster paid you with $5?
It was insane. It was insane. It was all $5s. It was like that much.
I'd
It was like,
been
it was like a fucking open mic that I was headlining.
I'd have been so annoyed at that.
Yeah, I was. So I went in a jar and I give them to Polish people who bring me pizzas. But I really like just like little things of like, it makes me feel that it's nice. It's nice, like just people are like delighted and it's nice. You just have this lovely little interaction.
Have you
Do you
tried?
tip your barber?
I did tip my barber because, well, my barber is a good barber, but he left the shop that he was working at and he was on his own for a bit and he came to my house. He was doing it mobile and I was like, you know what? He's struggling to start a new business. I'll tip him then. And I tipped him then, but then he went back to the shop, so I don't tip him anymore.
I tip
But you have to
every
pay him
time.
your card. So, and he just gets a wage. So he didn't get any anyway.
Barbers also like earn fuck
I've
all. I always tip a barber.
I've started to tip my barber £1.
£1.
Yes, because it costs £19, and so I give them 20.
Wow. I tip a £5.
Yeah, if it was cash, but he pays on card, so I'm not tipping people on card.
No, I'm not tipping.
I feel weird about tipping people coins, so like I always just give a £5.
Do you know what's?
I would rather tip someone money cash than a card. I think
Yeah.
if it says, "Do you want a tip?" I will always press no because I think you cheeky cunt.
Do you know what I think is mad? At the end, like supermarkets now,
Let me decide.
where
You are doing.
Yeah, and I'm deciding no because you're being cheeky.
so do you know what I think is mad? Is those places that they give you the card machine, and the first thing is, would you like to give money to charity?
Now this, I'm totally with you on. That can fuck right off. 'cause
and I'm like, no.
oh, I
don't want
do
to-
pay. I do the charity one.
You're so dumb. You're so dumb. Because that is just a tax write-off for the company. They get to make a charitable donation in their name and write that off their taxes. That's all that is. That's why I don't do it. It's good to give to charity. I'd love to give directly to charity, but I'm not giving money to Sainsbury's to give to charity. That's the difference.
Oh, you see, with me, I'm like, no, I've come here for food. Like,
I'm not helping Palestinians get it.
Exactly.
That's my food.
Exactly. And then if I help the Palestinians, I've got to help the Israelis. And then before you know it, it's like you should have given no money at all.
You've got to have
Do you know
helped
what I
the
mean?
Israelis
If you
a few
give-
months
if-
ago, otherwise
if-
everyone's very angry.
If you give a $5 to Palestine and a $5 to Israel, you've not really solved anything, have you? Like, it's even.
If you want to even it up, you should give like a £5 to Israel and then about £3 billion to Gaza if you
Yeah.
really want to even the scores. But yeah, like I don't like that one of the charity thing in the shop, but I think just like tipping individual people like face to face. Everyone's fucking struggling, man. It's a cost of living crisis. Everyone is struggling. Everyone you meet in every fucking business is having a hard fucking time with money. Give them a fucking £5. You can afford it. You
Then
tight
I'll be
cunt.
struggling.
No, you're not. No, you are fucking not. How about, Tom, sell your fucking Merc then, you little cunt, if you're
I'm
struggling.
trying to sell. It's
You
unsellable.
are, yeah, he has got a Mercedes, but it is a piece of shit that
It is
breaks
a piece
all
of
the
shit.
time.
It can't be sold.
Yeah, that is fair. But no, I just think like, yeah, everyone's struggling. Fucking help them out. Life's hard. You know, be nice to people.
I mean, that was.
I do give money to people when they deserve it, but I don't just do it.
They deserve it.
I don't just do it neutrally.
They deserve it if they bring you food in a restaurant. That's enough.
What if they're a paedophile?
You don't know that.
What if they're Ugandan?
Yeah, what if you just got gang raped by a bunch of Ugandan waiters? Yeah.
You don't know what they're spending, right? They could have spat in your food.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to spend it on.
Are there any like cunts that we could decide whether or not they're cunts?
Not this week.
Have you not got any? You've had 2 weeks.
Nobody said any.
He was like, oh, it just needs to get going, and then it'll have its own momentum.
It will. It will.
When?
So we literally asked you for the feature and you've not done it.
He actually wanted it
I'm only
for
putting it
once.
on when there's a guest. It only works when there's a guest.
It only works when there's a guest.
It's only worked when there's a guest so far.
So you do have enough for it. You just don't want to do it.
No, I've got one, but that's it.
That's
Okay,
not
well,
enough. It's not enough, is
I don't know
it?
if you need 3.
Because I think that'll be them.
We could do it with 1, but it wouldn't be very good.
No. Well, oh, yeah, unlike normal.
Oh wait, he won't be able to.
It'd
do
be
it.
very likely that it's a draw.
Oh,
Have we got any advice or anything?
Yeah, we got loads of stuff, yeah.
Tom's lovely question. Oh, isn't that lovely?
Your pets have been kidnapped. The ransom is £1 million,
They can keep the pets.
and you have 24 hours to get it. How do you raise the money?
I don't.
You can either work together to raise $1 million or go your separate ways and raise $333,000 by yourself.
I don't. That's,
look, I
the
love
end.
my dog, but I paid £70 to rescue him.
Yeah,
You know, there's more of like, you know, I'll be sad.
My-
we will get another dog.
My dog was £300 and he hasn't like 1,000 exed his value. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, I absolutely love my dog, and like, you know, I would be devastated. If I could raise £1 million in a day, do you think I'd be doing this bullshit? Do you think I'd be fucking here calling him a fat spastic all day?
You could be
I'd
saying-
be doing that. I'd go raise the $1 million and then
Aye.
just be rich.
Here's a question.
Bloody give it all away.
Here's a question.
I have never in my entire life managed to raise £3,000. I have never had £3,000. Do you think I could raise a fucking $1 million? What do you think is happening here?
I bet that waiter at Wagamama's got $3,000 now. I'd fucking give it.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think is really
I did
sad?
tip that waiter who called him fat really well.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you know what I think is really sad? Is when people are like, you know, when people are dying and they're like, oh, but the treatment that I need isn't on the NHS, so I've set up a Just Giving, and you look and they've got to get to like 250k, and you're like, you're on 12k. Like you're not.
You need a celebrity backer, or this ain't happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't be signing up to any 12-month subscriptions.
Because the thing is,
That's a waste of money donating, really, isn't it?
Well,
When it's that much.
it's like, look, if you know them, obviously you'll donate, but no stranger is
Well,
going to be like one random adult who needs 200 grand, where you could send £1,000 to Africa and save like 50 people.
Yeah.
Also, I know some people that I wouldn't donate to.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people who, if they got cancer, I'd just laugh, you stupid king cunt.
If anything, I'd buy them fags.
That'd be so funny. Someone gets lung cancer and you send them a pack of fags.
Heard you struggling, mate.
But you might be a bit stressed. These'll chill you out.
They're king-sized as well.
Hey, there you go.
King size now. They should change king size to celebrate our king and just make him really fat and lumpy. Make him look like a knick-knack.
Big fat. That's what cigars are.
Yeah. King size cigarettes.
How much would you pay to get your pet back?
However much I have, you know, I would pay everything I had.
10 grand?
How much money do you think I have, Tom?
No, but you might be
Basically-
able to raise 10 grand.
Maybe, yeah. But a day would be a struggle.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably spend 10 grand.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
spend whatever I had. You know, whatever I had to get him back. But that is nowhere near a fucking
I-
million.
I wouldn't spend £1 grand. To get my
Yeah,
cat.
because you got cats.
Yeah.
I do like my cat. My missus would spend a lot more than me. My
Yeah, but
missus likes my cat.
The
a lot.
thing is a cat, you don't have the same bond with a cat that you do with a dog.
Yeah.
I fuck it.
Oh, it turns out you do have the same bond I've got.
I stand corrected. I do. I stand corrected.
No, but like, you know, your cat is like an animal that lives in your house. Like, my dog's like my best little buddy, isn't it? He's like, you know, he's my guy. So, like, yeah, I'd be devastated.
That's gay.
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
And your dog's going to die soon because it's old.
He is quite old. He's getting up there now. But, you know, he's doing well.
How
He's
old
very
is he now?
sprightly. Who fucking knows? But about 10, I
I
reckon.
mean, I do know.
Yeah.
He's
Do
about
you?
14.
Yeah. I don't know near that.
Would you get another dog?
Yeah, as soon
Or
as he
would you be
goes,
sad?
I'll be very sad
As
and
soon
I'll
as
get
he-
another dog. I reckon it'll be like a week before I get another
Can
one.
I pick it?
No. Like, why? Why do I? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Freddie. I'd love you to find the most raped XL bully you could find. To come bite my face off. I'm planning on having children soon. That'd be fantastic,
Is that
mate.
XL Bully Ugandan?
The most raped XL bully. Excuse
Hello,
me.
I am XL bully.
Excuse me, Battersea Dogs Home. I would like your most raped XL bully, please.
This is my new dog, Baba Tunde.
Have you seen them wolves in Chernobyl who are like resistant to cancer?
Yeah.
Because they live in Chernobyl, so they've like they've evolved, and now they can't get cancer.
What?
Yeah.
The king's going to eat one and see if it cures him.
Raw. That's mad.
Yeah. Also, it is a thing Tom's told you without any evidence at all. I wouldn't take it as
It's
total
a news
given.
story. It's done the rounds.
Oh, well, it's done the rounds. Sorry, I stand corrected, Freddie. It's done the rounds.
I mean, if it had only done one round.
Yeah, but it's done all of the rounds.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's actually.
There we go. It's on Sky News.
Oh, well, and
Chernobyl's
Sky News have
mutant-
never told any bollocks.
Chernobyl's mutant wolves appear to have developed resistance to cancer. Study finds.
Yeah, resistance, that's that's not the same as being immune to it, which is what you
Oh,
claimed.
I didn't do the fucking study.
Yeah, well, you didn't report the story correctly either, as I assumed. So you've proved my point. You're a
Yeah.
stupid little spastic.
How do we know the wolves aren't just vaping?
They've all switched over. We've got a shaved bit with a nicotine patch.
Yeah. Do you know what? These wolves have been a lot more resistant to cancer since they all started their whoop bands.
Yeah. And why are they trying to give these wolves cancer?
They've been through enough.
Yeah, I love it. Like, they're hoping the findings can help scientists fight the disease in humans. Yeah, we'll just raise kids in a nuclear reactor. That'll help. They won't get cancer. Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about?
Advice. Let's get some advice.
Yeah, let's get some advice. Like, we can't raise £1 million, you dumb fuck. So, thanks for sending it in.
Advice from a cunt.
I actually don't care if any of you live or die.
I'm getting made redundant in July and will walk away with £8,000. What should I do with the money?
Buy back one of your dog's paws.
I've already got my dead meat ticket, so that's covered.
Well done.
Ideally, I want to create a platform to set me up for the foreseeable future. What business venture should I explore?
Well, I think it's about
That's a
time
great shout.
you made a foray into the profitable world of dark web child pornography.
Oh, yeah.
Incredibly profitable. For about a few $100, you can buy a little camera, and you can buy loads of sweets for that sort of money.
How much is
and
a
a
kid?
van.
Yeah, you
don't
say
need to buy the
this.
kid, you just need to trick him into showing them your little baby knob.
All right.
make your own.
Question,
Yeah.
right? You make your own child porn.
Yeah.
How'd you advertise?
We don't need to advertise.
You do?
No. You're not trying to reach a mainstream audience. You're trying to reach a very select, specific group of people. You need to find the dark web child pornography forum and join it, and then you'll make loads of money.
I was thinking some sort of ice cream van thing.
Right, going around selling it door to door. Excuse me, would you be interested in some child pornography?
Well, no, because ice cream vans don't sell ice cream
What
door
tune
to
are you
door.
playing on your child porn van as you drive around?
Something from Lost Prophets.
Why is it house scream van shouting from the rooftops?
Oh, I know what I'm playing. I'm playing Ting Tang Walla Walla Bing Bang.
Yeah,
Ooh,
by the cartoons.
Ting Tang Walla Walla Bing Bang, and then people are like, oh, the pedo man's here.
I just play the Only Fools and Horses theme tune. I'll stick a pony in my pocket.
Do you want to fuck a kid?
I'll get the child porn from the van. Because if you want the best smut, but you don't ask questions, then brother, I'm your man.
Because where we've come from is a mystery. I've got a child in this video and she's only 3.
So he's the one that's driving me berserk. How do I make a 5-year-old twerk?
I thought you were going to say squirt.
I thought you were going to say squirt as well. So there's your answer, I suppose.
No, I would say, like a genuine answer.
NFTs.
Yeah.
They're going to get hot again.
Bitcoin.
They're coming back. I'm feeling it.
It's dependent massively on whether or not you've got kids or a house or a partner or whatever.
Sell them.
Yeah. Well, I reckon if you are gonna do all that, I actually reckon your best shout would be for like a good life to set yourself up. I would say learn how to code or make apps or be like a software developer.
Depends if you're smart enough to do that, though, innit?
Yeah, but you have to assume that they have that level of smartness.
Why they listen to this podcast?
If you're smart enough, learn how to be like a software developer. This is what my mate's done. So my mate, he's taught for ages in Vietnam and stuff. He moved back to the UK with his missus, and he learned how to be. He went on a software developer course. He's got a job as a software developer. It's remote, so you can live anywhere. So he just fucks off back to Asia. He makes like 40K a year, which is like decent software developer money. But out there, it's fucking insane.
What you're doing, you're actually focusing on the wrong point there. What you need to do is follow that guy's advice and move to a poor country. Go and be Somalia's richest man.
Yeah. But I think your key here is, and if you can afford to do it, your key here is how can I make the most money working remotely? And I think software developer or something like that is about.
Or stick it all on red. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but
no. What you need to do is buy a Merc. And if you're interested, hit my DMs.
If you want a Merc with a faulty boot and the engine light permanently on.
Hey, the boot's fixed.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, it's just got the dodgy engine.
The DPF is fucked.
Yeah, that's the end.
Yeah, I don't really have any business ideas, otherwise I would have done them, is the problem.
Yeah, don't start a rival podcast. That's my
No,
advice.
what you want to do, though, genuinely, if you want to make the most money, you've got to look out for the next bubble, right? Because obviously, like, Bitcoin and NFTs is like, you probably missed the train on that.
Yeah.
You need to find the next one when they start getting hyped up and jump on that. And like find something where some idiots are pumping up the price of something that's valueless.
Yeah.
Ride the bubble. That's how you make loads of money.
Do you know what I
But
think?
also, it's how you lose all the money.
Do you know what I think wouldn't be the worst idea in the world? Is like get like a street food stall and make like a daft food that people would like.
Raw chicken.
No, not like raw chicken. Like think of a daft. I don't want to say the word ethnic, but ethnic food.
Daft ethnic food.
Yeah, like I don't know, like
So this,
like tacos is daft ethnic food.
this-
Whale blubber.
This definitely Caucasian as fuck fan of our podcast should open a jollof rice stand. Is your
It could be an
suggestion?
Eastern European thing.
Jollof is-
Ukrainian food.
Oh yeah, delicious Ukrainian food. Yum yum. Oh, I can't wait to go get some boiled cabbage.
But people feel sorry for Ukrainians. They'll be like, this is
Not
helping.
enough to eat their fucking food.
And also you'll be resistant to cancer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, jollof rice is a great shout.
Yeah, but you need to know how to make jollof rice to do that.
Yeah,
And
YouTube.
African guys get angry about
This
jollof
is
rice.
it. This is the one. Biryani. So biryani.
There's a real gap in the market
Yeah.
for biryani.
Oh yeah, make curry. No one's thought of that.
No.
Oh, those are millionaires making curry everywhere.
No.
I've been down Russia and they're all fucking rich as fuck. Those curry makers.
No. What you do is you set up like a thing, like you're the biryani boys. There you go. So
Mr. Biryani.
Hello, my name is Mr. Curry. Welcome to my stand.
You in Home Alone too?
that's the best joke.
No, it's not.
That is the best
No, it's
joke.
not.
That is the best joke.
Very niche.
It's very
It's not
good.
very niche.
It's
referencing
very
Tim
good.
Curry.
It's quite niche.
It's not.
That's
It's nowhere near as
honestly-
good as he thinks it is.
Honestly, that's the best joke you've ever done.
I mean, that might be true, but it's still shit.
Can we leave on that joke? I think it's so good.
No.
I think it's the best one though.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
All right, do a better one. You got 15 seconds.
Yeah, go.
What do you call a black? No.
Get on our Patreon.
Yeah, that's a good money making scheme.
Oh, sponsor us.
Yeah.
Sponsor us. Yeah, I tell you
Oh,
what.
people are always happy when they do that.
For,
Give us $8,000.
Yeah.
for 8
We'll
grand,
say whatever you want.
For 8 grand, Tom will get a tattoo on his body.
For $8,000.
If someone paid me $8,000, I would get a tattoo.
No.
For
No,
$8,000,
no,
Tom
they're
will
paying-
look down the camera and scream the
Whoa,
N-word.
whoa. They're not
The
paying.
camera won't be on though.
They're not paying you 8 grand. They're paying Dead Men Talking 8 grand,
Yeah.
of which you
So
will
you will get a
20%.
percentage.
I'd probably do for that percentage.
There
Sweet,
you go.
there we go.
Not for any tattoo, but I'd have to sign off the tattoo.
1,600 quid, and you get any tattoo.
Wait. Oh, wait, I've done the maths wrong.
No, it's fine. Yeah, who's going to get a tattoo? It's all good.
Again, I'd
love
get a
this
tattoo
stuff.
for 1,600 quid, probably.
Yeah, there you
Sweet.
go. Of the N word.
Of the N-word.
I
yeah,
don't think they're
obviously.
going to pay us $8,000 though.
Hey, who knows? People are dumb.
Yeah.
Especially our fans.
Start a business, give me $8,000, and I will get whatever the logo is
Yeah,
for $8,000
right.
for their new business.
Yeah. So Santa.
Just be very careful at the moment, though. But one bit of actual genuine advice is if you're trying to look for a business at the moment and you've got a bit of cash to spend, you are going to be a target of every pyramid scheme cunt you have ever met. You are going to be getting DMs from everyone you went to school with who sells like fucking Athletic Greens or Body Shop or any of those bullshit. If there's anything where there is an upstream and you make money off recruiting people, run a fucking mile. It is not a business. You are being scammed.
What's the minimum that you could set up a comedy club for?
Oh, yeah,
more
that's
than
great
£8,000.
business.
What?
It's not a good business.
If you nail it, it is.
Yeah, but you can't for $8,000.
No, I know.
Nowhere near that. Like, way more than
I know.
$8,000.
I think you probably need 80, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not a great idea, Fred.
So what you need to do is dump this £8,000 on a 10-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you got £80,000. Don't bother setting up a club. You're fine.
Oh, I'll tell you what you want to do. So stick the £8,000 on a horse that's running at Kempton on Wednesday called Rogue Encore.
Yeah, it's already going to have gone out by this point.
Shit.
Though. Yeah, we got a tip off a guy on the Isle of Man.
Oh, they can already prove that you were wrong.
So, well, I'm going to put money on it anyway. I've already decided I'm going to put £35 on it. So I'm putting money on it anyway.
Yeah, I might stick some on it. We got a good tip off a guy who owns it.
You said we got a good...
We got a tip.
We got a tip off a
And then
man.
he screamed at me, called me a fucking coward because I hadn't gambled on another horse and got a tip off.
That was really funny because he went, I've got a tip for you at this horse. And he was a very talkative bloke.
Yeah.
And Rob went, oh, I had a tip once from a guy in Adelaide. It was a 33-1 and I put a bit of money, so I won a bit of money. And he went, do you want to put it each way? And Rob went, yeah. And he went, you fucking coward.
Yeah,
In his
what a
face.
fucking coward putting an each way bet on a 33-1 horse. Fuck's sake.
Literally called him a fucking
Cop
coward.
screamed at me, called me a fucking coward.
I thought it was really
2
funny.
minutes into this taxi journey, I'm like fucking tired, sleeping. Like, what happened here?
So yeah, Rogue Encore at Kempton.
So we can see if Freddie's lost some money. That'd be lovely. You can check up on that. We can maybe get the editor to put up on screen what happened to the horse. Dead. Got shot.
Got a picture of a dead horse.
Just the screen goes around.
Should we do a minute silence for the horse?
Yeah, sad that. Sad.
Before we go
R.I.P.
anywhere,
Rogue Encore.
Before we go anywhere, let's quickly plug the Patreon. Patreon.com/DeadMenTalkPod. For an extra £3 a month, you get an extra episode every week, access to loads of extra content, and a special that we've just released and recorded, the World Record special. We break a world record.
Well, we attempt to. Like we're trying to have some suspense there, Freddie.
We attempt.
The idea is, will we break a world record? That's the thing, isn't it? Because then we get them to watch, and then they go, are they going to do it? Not just going, here's what happens at the end.
Okay, so we break the world record for most babies died in ovens. That's...
At 2.
Thanks for
I don't know. Have you not heard of Auschwitz?
Oh,
Told you we could beat that joke.
We should have gone. But they're industrial ovens, so it doesn't count.
Oh, right, yeah, that's a different category.
Domestic ovens.
Yeah.
So yeah, see you next week.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.